I'll
Live.
remove myself as much as
We're live.
What's up, everyone?
Hello, fellow quarantinees. If that's a word.
That's
You
surely
really
a
do
word.
have the hat.
Yes, I have a birthday hat. So, first of all, today I would just like to say happy birthday to our pal playing Wilden.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yay!
It
Happy
begins.
birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
To you. No, okay.
All right. Bringing you guys to the region map then. With the beautiful seagulls in the background.
Man, so scenic.
Yeah,
Love
I'm so immersed. Alright, so last time you attempted a raid on Riverguard Keep to gather information.
Attempted.
Attempted, yes.
And
However,
we are mostly alive.
you were mostly alive. You were met with such resistance that you were forced to retreat. And barely making it to your boat, you then sailed out of the keep, making your way back to Womford to plan your next step and recuperate. So, assuming that you are now on the banks of the Desarin River, having beached your boat for the night, you come to consciousness, and yeah, what would you like to do? Your boat's right there.
I do call Phalanx over to me.
Mm-hmm.
Phalanx,
So,
buddy,
I'm
would you
moving up.
mind
Yep.
praying over Vic Rattlehead's body with me just a moment? Because I'm not sure this is going to work.
I can surely try.
You know,
So I will sit down next to him.
from one creator to another, you know,
Mm-hmm.
ask your creator Lathander to just kind of help Vic out a little bit with me.
I will. So I sit down on my knees next to the rubble of the Steel Defender and next to Wilden, and I put the kite shield on the ground, and put my hands together, and I start praying to Lathander.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like close my eyes for a second, open one, look at him, and like take my little arcane rod and ding on the metal remnants
Fire
of
just
the
goes.
Rattlehead,
"Huh?"
and he starts to assemble himself.
So the
Transforms.
yeah, I was gonna say the transformer sound, or whatever that sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you now have a completely new
2.0.
Steel Defender 2.0. You want me to call him 2.0? I can do that.
No, you can just call him Vic.
Okay.
Big point oh. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Fire.
I appreciate that. It worked.
You are
Mostly
very
me.
welcome.
It was mostly me, but your prayer helped. I know it did.
I felt the mental support flowing through your veins. I am sure it helped. Thank you, Lathander. I thank my God.
Praise him. All right.
Praise Lathander.
Getting a bit of sickness over here.
I'm good.
So,
Fire will, through the vomiting, take a little, like, saber tooth thingy out of her bag. It's like carved, and she
Mhm.
ties it to her hat, like on the rim.
Right,
Like
like a tooth.
yeah, like a one of those canine big tiger tooth.
Mm-hmm.
She'll tie it to her hat, and then she'll just stare off into the water again.
Don't forget, you also have a captive still.
Oh right, who was that again?
Yeah,
The guy I was inspecting.
with you guys escaping from Riverguard Keep, there was like a dude inspecting your boat, seeing if there was anything to scavenge, and you knocked him out.
Yes. Can we waterboard him? No? Okay. What?
We can tie him to the mast.
Yes.
I mean,
Does this
That
Good.
sounds like a very
first...
sailor thing to do.
Does this thing have a like a bird's nest? Thingy?
A
That's
crow's
pirate
nest?
thing, you
No,
wouldn't
it's
understand.
Sorry,
it's too small a boat to have a crow's nest.
Sure. I mean, the most pirate thing we could do with him would be to leave him in the middle of the desert with a bottle of water and 1 round and a gun. But aside from that, we could indeed tie him up to something.
Yeah, I don't think we are finding desert that close.
Ah, no.
We could make him walk the plank, but he would probably just,
How's
fall on
that called
grass.
again? The thing where you pull him across the bottom of your boat.
Ah,
Can we do
keel
that?
hauling.
Yes, please. Please, we do that.
Why are
Okay,
we
maybe first
discussing
ask us
just
the questions though.
why are we discussing just many ways how to torture someone? Didn't we want to maybe ask?
Yeah, what's
Ah, right.
what's your alignment again?
Sure.
Fluid. My land is fluid.
I'm alignment fluid.
Wow.
Identify. They just not be like chaotic. So that's-
Chaotic.
But yeah. Is there anything we actually need to know from him? Because I think we kind of know what went wrong there.
I
We know
mean, we
what
could
wrong,
at
but we
least
didn't-
find out who else is at the, basically
what is-
how much more forces were there, even in the keep.
It's a good point.
Yeah, what was that place? There was something like it was a crushing wave. I'm assuming because they were all like dressed the same, looked the same, attacked us
Yes.
the same.
Yes.
It was a bit of an odd thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be that bad. I mean, they sound very passionate about it at least.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there was more to it.
I mean, also he might know who. I also grabbed a bunch of receipts and papers from the
The desk.
from the desk. So we can also look through that. But maybe if the guy was part of the guard or so, he might have seen who else apart from our blue captain friend was visiting the stronghold.
At the very least, we should take him to some authorities in Wamford so that they can be warned about the keep and
Did
take this guy into
Warford
custody.
even have any authorities? I don't think we were able to find any.
Yeah,
External
yeah.
into
You did
constable.
ask me that when you got there. But you didn't really find a constable's office.
Exactly.
Well, that's a bit inconvenient.
It's a lawless town.
I mean, no laws mean my laws, but I don't think people want to follow my laws. They seem to be a bit too extreme. So maybe find somewhere else to put him.
I agree with that. At the very least, we could sell whatever we're going to take land or dock our ship and leave it for later use.
My shit.
I think we were
My
also
baby.
discussing for how to travel to Belliard after.
I remember
We were
discussing 2 weeks
discussing-
ago
yeah.
that what was it? We should leave the ship here, get the
Yeah.
cart, get Gunther and Charles,
Yes.
and
Good
leave the
job.
road, go to Summit Hall,
Yeah.
and from Summit Hall we travel to Belliard.
Yes. I was
Yes.
going to say exactly that. And the question is that whether we want to keep the prisoner somewhere here, or well, in the Wolford, even though there is no authorities to keep him there, or if we are taking him with us, which seems quite risky.
I don't think we should take him with us. If there's no justice in town, we deliver our own justice. Seems to me they tried to kill us. We should return the favor.
Bum, bum, bum.
I mean,
There is one
technically,
thing is
I could
killing-
see if I could get away with him trying to murder an agent of Lathander, and then dishing out justice on my part would be not honorable, but, well, just.
Sure, that sounds just, like, almost.
I mean, there is one thing is to defend yourself in a combat when they are attacking you and kill in self-defense. The other thing is to just wholeheartedly
So we time and we give him a chance. Small chance. but we
to
give him a
run
chance.
or
No, to fight.
What do you guys think about a trial by combat?
I still think we should waterboard
I
him,
like
but
it.
sure.
I still think we should perhaps first ask him things, you know.
Yeah, ask him
Yeah,
things.
of course.
Maybe he
I
wasn't
didn't
even
I can
there
multitask.
voluntarily.
immediately.
I can do both at the same time.
I do not think that is a very good idea by you.
I think it's a great idea. It sounds hella fun. No? Okay.
There is also a chance
Isn't
that
practical,
maybe
though, I'm
he
sorry.
wasn't there entirely voluntarily. Maybe he
I
was
don't know,
just
he's got the
paid
whole
to be
outfit.
there. I mean, yes,
Got-
but also mercenaries could get dressed up. So, you know, we don't know where the true loyalties of the person lie, so we will maybe find something out.
Bio will. Did we tie him up? Did we gag him?
Yes, and he is
Okay.
still unconscious.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Oh,
put
I
him into the
will
hole.
go. Bio will just walk over to him and just see if backhanding him will wake him up. Not too hard, but like a
You will
decent
slap
backhand.
him awake.
Yeah, you give him a decent
Medicine check.
you give him a decent smack, and he just kind of wriggles around on the floor. And
Is he awake?
yeah, he
Okay,
looks at you angrily and scared.
I will like kind of pull him up. I go, I'm impatient. You probably have answered. If you don't give me the information you have, we're gonna fucking drown you. Got it? And I will remove any gag if he has it.
Make a intimidation check with advantage
It's
first.
gonna be fun. I forget what my intimidation is. Should be good. Yes, it is pretty good. I don't have my token on this map.
You can go to the hub.
Right. Where am I? I'm over there. With advantage?
Yes.
Ooh, it's not great. Damn it.
Well, regardless, he just, slowly nods at you.
Well, I suggest you start talking.
He's gagged.
I did say I would remove any gag he has on him.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me just. I'm sorry, I forgot what the question was.
So just for him to tell us what he knows.
Right.
It's a bit of an open-ended question, kind of on purpose.
Well, what would you like to know?
What that place was, maybe? Where you came from? Why that place was? What it was?
Well, it's River God Keep. For a start. And it's home to an organization called the Crushing Wave. And you watch as this robot approaches him. Two robots. What else would you like to know?
Who's the leader of your organization?
As far as I know, Jolliver Grimjaw. Let me type that into chat.
Was that boar fella?
Yeah. Why?
He's no longer in charge.
Oh boy. Well, I hope the others don't find out where I am then. Because protecting him was kind of a big deal, and him being dead and all. I might not survive the next month to find me.
It does look like you do not have a lot left to lose.
I suppose so. Yeah. He seems just kind of nervously laughing.
Why was the crushing wave centered at Riverguard Peak? Why not out at sea or something?
Well, I suppose there's more to loot here. You know, towns along the river, and gather raiding parties and just head more inland. Go to other villages, raid that place, go back, and it's kind of a trade hub as well.
Hmm.
So the crushing
Right.
wave's purpose is to loot and plunder?
Well, yeah, at
That
least.
don't make so much
But
sense to me.
I don't know about the blue skin fellers, but that's what we did. I mean,
Tell me. Tell us about the blue skin fellas. They
well,
seem to be the ones in charge more so than you yourself.
yeah, you could say that. They are a very very faithful bunch and very religious in their own
What
ways.
is the fate giving them? What's that? What they spread their word?
They seem to be working under the promise of power, I suppose.
That's it. That's
Promise
all
of
they're
power.
looking for.
You kind of look like one of them. He says to you,
Promise of power
Bayou.
delivered
I
by
backhand
who?
him.
All right. Oh.
Promise of power
sorry.
delivered by who?
Whatever entity they worship. I don't know much about it. We were never really allowed in the chapel.
Chapel.
Okay.
There's a chapel there. It's, I believe, Drosnin runs the place.
How do they communicate with this being that promised them power?
Well, I suppose they would do that in the chapel, but they, as far as their worshipping or praying ways go, they do spend an unusual amount of time under the water, which is strange.
I mean, water's a friendly place, I don't argue with that, but I've never been talked to by a deity promising me power before.
Oh well, yeah. Guess you're not like them after all, then.
You can say that again. I kind of still want to drown him, guys, really. This just isn't entertaining.
Okay.
Please don't drown me. I mean,
Well, you're
please.
not being quite useful right now. I don't see a reason not to drown you.
Oh well, I could keep an eye on the ship for you if
Ah,
you're
like
gonna
you
be
did when
away.
you were looting it. Right, yeah, that's a good idea. And you can do it from under the water as well.
I suppose if you need like a carpenter, or maybe I could go and buy some supplies for you or something.
Ah, you guys want to give him money to buy supplies for us? I don't
I
think
don't
so.
trust him as far as Vic Rattlehead can throw.
I mean, to be fair, sir, that seems pretty far. Looking at, seems to have a quite
It is.
strong throwing arm.
It is.
Go and try it out. It's really fun. You guys want to know anything else? This a gentleman.
Did we ever hear from the captain the name of the entity that the crushing wave worshipped?
No, it was only
Ogomon?
referred to by Sholar as being named the Crushing Wave or the Well of Endless Anguish,
Right.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
It's up to you all. I don't mind. I don't give a tit to what happens to this fella.
Are you sure you don't need a crew member?
mean, we still have a part down below to be scrubbed, but aside from that, no, not really.
I think we're good. Honestly, I look at the party members and I say, I do think this man has nothing left to lose. I think killing him might be just, but on the other hand, I like for him to maybe change his life course by repenting.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Repent?
We could send him to the chapel at Red Larch. Let him become an acolyte and better his ways.
Oh boy.
Sounds very alive, though. But you know, I'm not against that.
I mean,
Fair.
I'd be okay with that.
Sure
You
would
could
be.
repent, become a better man in service of the Thunder for the rest of your life. I
Uh,
think that's not a nice way to repent.
I would choose drowning, but yeah, we can.
I mean,
I mean, it's either that or death.
I'll take my chances with this Lathander fella.
Sure. If we are we actually do we pass by Red Larch?
Not at all, actually. First of
Doesn't
all,
we can let him walk on his own there.
I
If he
know.
survives, he's strong enough. If he doesn't, well, he wasn't cut out for it anyway.
As I'm watching all this, can I be focusing on the guy as he's talking, especially when the offer comes for him to go to be acolyte for Lathander and to go to Red Larch? I would
Mhm.
like to kind of figure out if he is at that point actually wanting to do that, or if he's just planning to,
Just trying to get out.
yeah, just trying to get out and to return. Maybe that's like some inside check or something. As basically Valkia is just like in the corner and just like watching the guy.
yeah, you can make an insight check or use your passive insight. You know, whichever's higher.
Yeah, I will go for inside check, cause advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay
Yeah,
then.
so
There you go.
Well,
all right. So as Valkia was quiet during the whole exchange, and the offer comes up for him to be acolyte for Lathander, and then the discussion continues on whether or not to allow it. That is the first time she actually speaks up and goes, I think that would be for the best. The man seems to regret his doings already. Maybe he can still do some good in the world.
He nods
I-
violently.
I say that we let him go to Red Larch and join the clergy of Lathander.
sounds like a boring option, but sure. Why not?
It might not be the most fun option, but fun is not always right.
When is fun not right?
Well,
Sometimes
I'm
justice
sure,
is not always fun, unfortunately.
I'm sure he will find some fun in it as well.
I can make every single time just as fun, believe me, but sure. You know, we'll do go your way.
I mean, just look at Phalanx. He seems to be enjoying himself being priest of Lathander. So
Yeah, I don't see why. That's a big question mark for me. But yeah, I guess you have a point.
So, assuming you are still docked,
Yeah, I'd say so.
yeah. Okay. If at any point you wanna actually get going, let me know.
So do you first like just kick him out of the boat and then get going?
Yeah, sure. We drop him off at Wallingford and make him walk the whole way.
yeah, that seems more reasonable than in the middle of nowhere.
Or I can just
We
have
We were
Vic
talking
toss
about
him
being
into the
strong
water.
enough to get there, so I mean.
I mean, yes, but then again, now it's also too close to the stronghold. So you know,
That's a very good point. Yeah.
Remember that dropping him off right here, he might return to the stronghold and provide
Exactly.
the enemy's information.
exactly my point. Although I do not think that he wishes to return.
I think he doesn't want to drown, so I suppose he wouldn't. But you know, we can drop him
Yeah.
afterwards.
I mean, let me carefully. So I look back to the prisoner and I say, let me remind you that it's very good that you want to join the clergy and repent, for that is the best course of action in this scenario. Because I want to remind you that at the castle, the people would probably try to kill you.
And so would they on this boat.
Yeah, so does everyone on this boat, except, well, yeah, I lied. No one here will come to alive. So I'm really sorry.
Yeah, that seems fair.
So yeah,
Right.
let's.
So-
I think we can bring him back to Womford,
Yes.
and let him walk. Let him walk from there to Red Larch.
Sure.
If
So
I
and
wanted it to be fun, we can take his shoes and you can have to do the whole way.
yeah, I will totally do that.
Well-
that sounds a lot.
Well,
lot
now
more enjoyable.
now
Why
you're
do we
just
need
being
his shoes?
malicious.
So he doesn't have them. That's all we need to do.
Oh.
Yeah, sure, let's do that. I turn to the guy. I say, what if you just wait very patiently down below in the ship for us, and we'll come get you when we're at Womford? Sounds good, doesn't it? But he's still tied up, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, I'll just push him back down.
You want me to like crawl over there?
No, I'll just kind of like drag him back there and just sit him down.
All right.
I think that is a bit harsh.
Drag
Can
him
we
across
please
the
stop
wood.
the bullying. We've bullied him enough already. He can just walk to Red
You're
Larch.
gonna pity him? For
Well-
fuck's sake.
He wants to repent, and well, in the end, there's no fun in doing this even more. I mean,
I guess opinions differ, but for now, just leave him downstairs and we'll see when we get there.
yes, let's
Yeah,
just
let's-
go back to Womford for now.
Yeah,
Yep.
sounds good.
Alrighty.
Let's put him. I will put him back in the hold. And I put the prisoner back in the hold.
Just plop him down there.
Yep.
Yeet.
I yeeted it. I yeeted him down.
The prisoner.
Poor guy.
Okay then.
That was remind me of
At some
Richard.
point, when we will be sailing, when the rest will be either resting or busy or something, I would like for Valkia to go check on the prisoner. And
Mhm.
if there are any like severe injuries or something, to like at least kind of patch them up. Not
Well-
in terms of like healing necessarily, but kind of just
I-
wrap them and so on.
I believe he took like a sickle to the face, and he was
My
sacred
hands.
flamed, firebolted.
Yeah. So I will
Backhanded.
basically I would like to kind of just at least a bit.
Yeah,
tend
patch
to
that up a
the
little.
injury.
All right.
Yes. So he at least has a chance.
Do I see
Mhm.
this?
Well, I was trying to be sneaky, so I guess that we
Okay,
have to-
roll stealth then.
Yeah, stealth
Do I roll
versus
perception?
perception.
I'm not investigating it, so I'm assuming we'll be.
Okay, so it'll be your passive perception then.
Oh,
if,
that's fine,
If
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not actively investigating it, it'll be your
No,
passive
no.
perception.
And then I'm looking.
Okay, that's a 13.
Damn it! Yes, you have noticed.
Good, okay, yeah, it's not gonna do anything directly. But good for
Okay.
me to know that she knows.
Okay. She knows. She always
Oh,
knows.
I have seen, I'm everywhere. Always watching.
Not creepy at all.
Okay.
Always watching without seeing. Yeah.
So, removing the ties of the boat, you plan your course back south to Womford. It is, I believe, a day and a half of travel. It was like 36 miles. Something about less than that, or 34 miles rather. So yeah, that will take you about a day and a half. So
Any downtime I have working on my little personal projects.
all right, sure.
There
Yeah.
in the water.
Unless Bayou tells you otherwise, I'm assuming you're just all doing your own thing, and Bayou will be sailing the ship.
Yeah, that should be doable as long as we don't have like any wind against us or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first day of travel goes by pretty uneventful.
Yeah, I'm keeping a watch out as I'm sailing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of important.
I'll have Vic keep watch as well.
Yeah. and it just about becomes nighttime as you start to very faintly in the distance see some lights. You can push on, but you know that will cost one person a point of exhaustion, or you can just leave the ship adrift and find out
I'd
what
like
happens.
to leave it adrift.
All right.
Can we not just like
Take
kind of
ships.
dock it to like a tree again? or
I
something?
mean, we could let the ship drift, and I could go into sentry mode and keep watch. And if something goes wrong, I'll reactivate and warn you guys that something's going wrong.
Yeah, just wake up by you and that should be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So in that case, Phalanx, can you make me a perception check?
Yeah, Vic Rattlehead will be there with him.
I'm quickly
as well.
going back to hub
Yeah.
to grab my token.
Sure. So that will be also a perception check from your Steel Defender then.
Yes, that's awesome.
All right.
Nice.
Ooh.
Perception.
The 19th today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So throughout the night, as you slowly drift towards Wumpert to the south, you notice very little, and when you do notice the ship slightly drifting too much in the direction of the riverbank, you just reactivate and slightly nudge the steering wheel towards the appropriate direction, and the ship sorts itself out. And then you just go back into sentry mode and do it again as needed. And the next day, at about noon, you arrive at the docks of Womford again, without any issue.
Alright.
We shall dock there then.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just before we dock, I wanna go down to a little prisoner dude,
Mm-hmm.
and I just to see how he reacts. Wanna say to him, in primordial, I hope you regret what you've done.
He says,
Kind-
what? I don't
I'll just wink
understand.
at him and walk away.
Yeah, all right.
That's about it. And then we'll find a place to dock, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not much of a problem since it's a fishing village that sees some traffic, not a lot of it. So there's pretty much always a spot free at the docks
How
to
you-
tie off your boat. So
I
you
will
tie
go
off your
down to the
boat.
holds and with Vic Rattlehead and gather the things that we looted off the crew members before, the weapons and stuff like that I held on to,
Mm-hmm.
to try and sell in town.
Alrighty.
Do we also want to sell the like navigational books that
Yeah,
we
I'll have those as well.
disposed in the? Well, I dropped the ones that I have in the captain's cabin, or how to call it, where
Mhm.
the maps and so on are and the boat. So the question is if we also want to sell those, and if Bayou had a chance to look at them.
I would like to take a time to look at them.
Okay, so we don't sell those yet.
Taking a look at these books, it includes some excerpts from ship's logs, and it has some charts in a few of the books, but none that you recognize, none for this particular region. So, yeah, they don't seem to be that useful to you, you don't think?
Okay. Nothing about pirating, all just straightforward fight.
Yeah,
Missing books,
just stuff about sailing and fishing. Just general sailor stuff, basically.
Okay, yeah. I'll just relay that information. Nothing interesting in here, honestly. It's just both boring
All right.
stuff jotted down.
All right, then we might as well sell those as well.
Yeah, they do seem to be pretty old.
And I have quite a good age.
Okay. So you can see like obviously a few people fishing and tying off their boats and lugging some supplies around. You can see a dude putting barrels in a cart, and just over a hillside you can just see 2 donkeys grazing.
Oh, they probably need feeding.
Poor old Gunther and Charles.
Oh boy.
Oh. I swiftly move to them
Mm-hmm.
Swiftly.
and then go to try to take care of them.
All right.
Guys, short notice out of game. Is it just me or is Valkia's audio really soft?
You could share it in Discord in the group if you
Yeah, I
want.
did. She's already at 160 for me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I have a little bit, but it's not really bothering me at the moment.
Let me check, and I can probably make it louder.
Don't seem
Is
too
it-
bad for me.
Is it better now?
Yeah,
it's
a
better.
little.
That's a lot
Okay.
better.
Okay.
Nope.
Alrighty. And yeah, everyone just seems to be going about their business. What would you like to do?
I'll mostly be staying with the boat, I think.
Yeah.
If anyone goes out on like a specific thing, I might tag along.
I'm going to send our prisoner on their way if there is no one who wants to do something with him.
Oh yeah, I will stay with that for a sec actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then back in character. So, Bai, would you like to accompany me and the prisoner as we send him on his way?
I would love to.
Well,
Sounds
got-
amusing.
so I open the hold
Mm-hmm.
and I say to the prisoner, "My future friend and acolyte, it is time for your journey to begin."
Can hardly wait. As he just
I do not notice his if there's any sarcasm. Just say that is very good to hear. Excited.
yeah.
That's why I'm a
yeah.
little bit seasick.
And so I grab him from the hold
Mm-hmm.
and make sure he's still tied up but can walk.
No problem.
I will take his shoes.
Nice.
Is there anything I can do to persuade you to not take his shoes?
No,
Then you will take his shoes.
thank you.
I look at the prisoner. I do not think you have a lot of choice but to cooperate.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
alright then. Yeah, he has like these old leather boots on. I mean, my hands are still bound, so
I'll
it's
just
gonna
like
be-
push him back and I'll just take his shoes.
okay. No. Yeah, that's fine.
Why now? Yeah, and I will just kind of nod to him. That's about it.
And he just takes off walking across the bridge.
I keep him close to me by holding his arms so he cannot run.
Mm-hmm.
So he stays close to me. Bayou, would you are you coming with me?
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
All
so
the way
we,
to Red Larch.
Not all the way.
Just to the bridge between
Oh, okay.
Longford and the inn.
I'd
Yeah.
say so. Yeah.
So I walk Bayou and me walk the prisoner to the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And as we stand on the middle of the bridge, I put him down on his knees
Oh boy.
and I stand in front of him. I put my hands in the air like a priest, and I say, "Are you ready for your new life to begin?"
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
My prisoner, what is your name?
Everard?
Averod.
No, it's
You're
hang on.
Your whole
There we go. Everard.
Everard. Everard, your old life has ended. You are a bandit no more. Now you are a future acolyte of Lathander. I wish you the very best with your new life. I hereby bless you as I grab a little bit of holy water. I sprinkle over him.
He
Yes, I-
flinches as you sprinkle it on him.
Hereby your old life has ended, your new one has started. I wish you the very best. And one note, if I only hear a rumor of you not being faithful to Lathander or being a bandit once more, I will track you down. I will find you,
Oh my god.
and I will kill you. Praise Lathander.
Ew.
Bayu, do you have anything to say?
I want to use my prestidigitation, and I want to conjure like a runic symbol on his palms.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can do. Can I do two? I don't remember. I don't think I can do two.
He just slowly starts walking off at this point.
But yeah, I want to like cast it on his hands and just in primordial say something stupid like, don't kiss ghosts
Pineapples.
on your way there. But I want to make it sound as creepy as possible.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll just say, yeah, no, I'm sure he's gonna get there alive. And
Yeah, he definitely will.
He starts
Good
luck,
walking a
Everard.
little faster. This bridge is very
Bye.
splintery.
Weddy,
I
weddy,
cast
cry,
Thaumaturgy
cry.
and I cast Thaumaturgy and make sure there are some whispers that come from the emblem that Bayu just made.
Okay.
Yes. And I will toss the shoes into the water. And I'll say,
Wow,
be
so
really
useful.
quick for me if you meet him.
Alright.
So I look up to Bayu and I say, well, that was fun, wasn't it?
I told you. It was great.
See? Dispensing justice like this might be fun after all. I think.
Fun justice.
Fun justice. So Bayu and I
told you, I
will start walking back to the ship.
Yeah.
And,
I
and,
told you
and
I can make
somewhere,
any type of justice fun.
Well, you are certainly right.
But just, yeah.
We
And
should do this
somewhere
more
next-
often,
don't need
don't you
them, I-
think?
and somewhere
If it
next to the
doesn't involve the
donkeys.
standard too much, yeah. Sure.
Valkia?
And so, somewhere next to the donkeys, Valkia is softly telling the donkeys, I hope that they will not send a prisoner away while I'm tending to you.
And there he goes, without his shoes.
Yeah.
I was so
Alright.
tempted to throw a dagger at him or something as he's walking away, but didn't think.
Hasn't he had enough?
Don't think fit. No, he's part of the guys that killed my fucking crew. Of course, no. But no, it's fine. It'll
Okay.
be okay.
What
That's
else?
salty, what are you talking
So, Wilden, you're
Right.
moving into town at this point.
Yeah, trying to sell those goods.
Mm-hmm. So you ask a couple locals, and they point you in the direction of like a little hut that has like a little like a sign hanging on a post above the door. Doesn't have a name, but it just has a picture of a bag of gold on it, and it seems to be some kind of general store.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, and walking in.
Come on,
Sorry.
I said, come on, Vic.
Nice. Clunk, 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 clunk.
Yeah.
And this kind of a bit middle-aged looking gentleman just looks up at you and goes, hello there. We don't get many tin folk coming around here.
Well, he is one of a kind, so you would have never gotten him in here.
I hear you.
Yeah. How are
What?
you doing? Are you open for business? We do some trading.
Yeah, I'm always open for trade.
Excellent.
What are you buying or what are you selling?
Vic just drops everything like on top of the counter.
Clunk,
Clank, clank.
but all right. Do you have all the books, or did you
I
divide
would have
them?
grabbed them. We divided them, but I would have brought them after Bayou looked through
Okay,
them.
sure. If everyone's okay with that, I'm just gonna assume that you have them with you. All right then. You're looking to sell all of this.
Yeah, and perhaps purchase some goods in return.
All right. Let me see. It takes out this small pair of spectacles and starts just looking at all of the stuff you plopped down onto the counter one by one.
I also start to just browse the store while he's
Mhm.
doing that.
And this is the armor and the weapons that you took off of a couple bandits. Yeah.
I threw it in Discord and everything that I would
Yeah.
bring with me.
Could probably give you 7 gold for both of these here harnesses. They're not in very good condition.
Mm-hmm.
As for scimitars, also, god dang, whoever used this wasn't in much of a maintaining kind of lifestyle, it seems.
That's why they relinquished it so easily.
All right, well that'll be 10 gold for the scimitars. And let me see. And he picks up the crossbows. Alright, these look a little better. Let me see. That'll be 15 gold then for these. And he makes a note of it. And then this here heavy crossbow. That'll be 20 gold. Are you writing this down?
Yes, I am.
And then he takes a look at the books. And he goes, Where did you get these?
It's a long story, friend. Needless to say, people that had them weren't very good people,
I see.
so they became ours.
Well, may I just tell you, sir, that these are truly very valuable. Very valuable indeed. They are old, very old nautical books. And I would very much like to buy them from you. Although I do not have the coin to buy them all. Because these are worth about 20 gold each.
Okay, well, how many do you think you want to purchase today?
Let me see what I still have.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's trying to, like, lowball me on these books?
Sure. To see if you can get more out of it. If it's maybe more worth more than 20 gold.
Exactly.
All right, go for it. He seems pretty forthright.
Okay.
I can probably, yeah, I have just about enough to buy half of those. Otherwise, I'm gonna go out of business, I'm afraid.
It sounds like a reasonable deal that we can make here, and looking for a specific type of goods myself to purchase in return. Maybe hand you back some of this gold you're parting with.
All right, what you looking for?
Looking for some type of like a metal cylinder for something I'm working on. Not too long. I'd say about 8 to 10 inches long. Good quality metal.
I say some shipwrights come in here sometimes. Let me see what I have here. Starts looking around, and there's like a corner of this hut that has like a plethora of just different ship parts that are just hanging on the wall or just on a shelf or in chests. And he opens one of the chests and he pulls out what looks like, you know, like a pretty long cylinder, a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably, you know, half this for you, and it'll maybe fit your description.
Yeah, that's be mighty generous of you if you could split that for me.
All right, I'll be right back. And he walks out back, and you hear some sawing and heavy labor going on. Pyro tools. Sparks flying everywhere. And a little while later, he comes back. Be careful now, it's still a little rough around the edges. I'm hoping you can work with that, sir.
I have Vic grab it.
Ah, yeah, of course. That fella wouldn't be hurt by it.
Yeah, and does it look like there's anything else there that I might be interested in?
Not really, honestly. Since this is a like a shipping and a like a fishing town, it seems mostly catered to that end.
Okay.
So unless you're really interested in fishing, not much to do in Watford.
What do I owe you for the labor and the material you just gave me?
Oh, well, that won't be much. I just had it, you know, just lying around. 2 silver would be mighty fine of you.
I give him a gold.
Oh, thank you. That'll aid towards keeping me afloat, as we say in the
Not a problem.
business.
If I'm ever buy these parts again and I still have some of these books on me, I will be sure to offer them up to you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna take a look at these books now, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I grab the golds and I head back to meet the others and the rest of the books that he didn't buy.
Have a good one.
Take it easy.
Alright, so you meet up with the rest. Valkia, do you actually take the donkeys with you?
I would like to, yes, take the donkeys and also go probably either purchase or find for them some, like, you know, food stuff and like bring them to water so they can drink properly and so on. Kind of
Before you-
check on them.
Before you go to do that, Valky, Wilden puts in your hand 42 gold and 5 silver pieces.
That's
And
a lot.
he does it. He does the same thing to Phalanx and to Bite. 42 gold and 5 silver pieces.
Yeah, books.
I flicks you a silver pack.
Okay.
I will be sure to make it up to you by buying those platinum rings I've been talking about.
Engagement.
Engagement.
Vic, will you marry me?
Yeah,
I ship it.
They fit well together. And
They fit well together.
they're both made of metal. I mean,
That's the only criteria necessary.
Yes.
Really?
we made of the same material, yes. I mean, you want something made of flesh, don't you, to marry? That is me.
I mean, not
Am I wrong?
probably, but then again, not necessarily.
probably.
Well, okay.
You guys
Don't
are
know
strange
what
people.
you would like your.
Statistically, probably yes.
Don't know what you want your counterparts to be made of, but I'd like them to be at least slightly humanoid.
I mean, it can be humanoid and it wouldn't have to be flesh, technically,
I
but
am humanoid.
yes, my point exactly, but
So
no,
most
I
I
people-
say,
I would not
I'll
want
be-
to marry him though.
on purpose, I say it in a very robotic voice. I am humanoid.
So I just don't find any attraction in metal. If you don't mind me saying that. I would actually like my counterpart to be a bit more
Warm.
fleshed out.
Everyone has their own preferences when it comes to significant others. It's
That's
okay.
very
I don't
true.
feel offended.
Nice.
Don't feel anything.
And
I don't-
Valkyr is just like petting knives.
Shut
and
up,
everything,
trees!
like-
I don't know what you're talking about.
Trees.
Yes,
Excuse
you know
you.
the DMs. Do you know the trees whisper something? when it
Ah,
like-
yes, of course. The trees.
Yes, or the wood, the dead woods that been used for the bolt, or whatever. I don't know.
Mostly
Suddenly
water.
there's this
Right?
weird whisper in the air,
Hmm.
like, yeah. You don't feel anything.
All right. So, having sold your spoils, what would you like to do now?
I think we should start the journey to Belyard.
Yeah. Or well, to
guess.
Summit Hall first.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that sounds
Yep.
about right. It's still early in the day. Let's get it going.
Alrighty. Yeah, it's a little afternoon right now. After setting free your prisoner and doing some shopping. So, checking some stuff. Pew, pew, pew. Okay.
The birds are chirping something.
Okay. So with 1 day's travel, you can well,
You think we
assuming
can make it to Summit Hall?
you were in Womford. Not quite. You can make it to about you make it, yeah, to about there.
Mhm.
And it's like late evening when you see some unusual shapes passing overhead, especially Volkia and Phalanx. And you look up and they seem to have wings, but
Again,
I'm sorry.
Aarakocra?
we
Uh,
have already seen them once, didn't we?
Mhm.
When we
You
got
might
to
have.
Red Larch.
Nani?
they seem to have
Wait a
wings,
moment.
but they seem to also have humanoid features.
Yeah, I believe that we
Might-
have seen
I look
creatures
at-
like that before.
I look at Falkia. Might those not be Aarakocra?
It is very likely, yes.
I wonder
I-
what they are doing there. I thought they are residents of the elemental plane of air, right? I do wonder what they do here on the material plane then.
It's an awful lot of knowledge for a priest.
Well, priests know things. I mean, I've got high wisdom.
They just flying in circles above us, or
Well, not really. They just seem to like pass overhead and then do like one circle. They do seem to be paying attention to you, but
Oh,
you know, they afterwards they just fly off again.
in
Towards-
what direction are they
Yeah.
going?
They are currently heading like this way,
Mm-hmm.
like west northwest-ish.
Okay.
I don't like things today on the ground. Or in the water, honestly.
You are water. So, would you like to bed down for the evening then?
Yeah, when it's I think when it's about dusk, I think it's time to settle down, make
Yeah.
a campfire, stuff like that. Everyone agree?
Agreed.
yeah.
Oh, let's. All right, everyone, let's make camp
All right, just a minute.
and tell some ghost stories.
Oh boy.
Here we
I
go
would've used it.
again.
Travel time and as soon as the cart stops, I continue to work on my projects. Tinkering never stops.
Which cart are you talking about?
The wagon that we were on?
Yeah.
Did you leave it at Womford?
No,
No,
we
we
took
took it with
the
you.
wagon
The
with
cart
us
and-
with the donkeys.
All right. I was sure when you sailed to Riverguard Keep, you actually left it there, and
Mhm.
then coming back, you know. Anyway,
What, did somebody take our wagon?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what
Did,
happened?
did we lose the wagon?
I thought we didn't. We just left the wagon at
We
one
stole
point
it
and then took it.
somewhere. Let me
um,
see if I can find it in my diary. Wait. I think I have
well,
it somewhere.
at this point, we're already, you know,
I think I remember that we
underway.
just
So,
decided to leave the wagon at Womford when we took the ship,
hmm.
and then eventually came back with the ship, and it has not been defined by either of us what happened to the to the cart. So
Mhm.
if we can
Yeah, we
find
just
something,
left it with the ghost.
yeah,
I know
I think
that.
it's up to the DM's discretion.
I'm going
Yeah,
to
that's
assume that you have the card with you.
All right.
Yay.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, I get off and I continue to work on my my projects, and I have Vic Railhead keep watch.
all right.
I does her same old ritual of pouring some water on the ground, looking at that, and then just looking at the distance. Kind of figuring it herself, not really doing much.
I try to engage in casual conversation with Valkyrie.
Try. I like that you put the
Trying to
word
engage
try.
in casual conversations. Hello,
I-
fellow humanoid.
I was going to
Hello,
say
fellow
that
humanoids.
Valkia is
How do you
likely
do?
talking to donkeys, but sure. You'll find
That's- I mean-
Valkia talking to donkeys.
I mean, with my just casual 10 charisma, that's why I said the word try.
Hello, woman.
Hello, fellow humanoid. How do you do?
How hurt are you feeling today?
uh,
I
It's
try to
probably
not
going
talk
very
about
awkwardly.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I try to not talk about Lathander to Bayou because I know she is annoyed by it.
thoroughly.
Oh, do you try to talk about Lathander to Valkia?
No, well, as long as
Maybe slip
Bayou's
it in
still
there.
I mean,
try to
I'm probably near you.
If,
All you
if
have is
Bayou's
some
near, I will
vomiting
try
background
and not
sound.
talk about Lathander, but maybe
Yay.
Phalanx's enthusiasm will get the better of him and suddenly he will slip a Praise the Sun in there.
I mean, all I do is just get something in my throat. That's all that's happening. I'm just a bit nauseous.
That
It seems like
remark
allergic reaction.
I don't know how to take that comment. Like, there's always something in my throat. I don't know how to take that.
You can take it however you want, though. Go wild with it.
All right. Who's keeping watch?
Phalanx will take watch.
And Wilden Steel Defender as well. Vic Rattlehead.
Yep.
Okay. Roll perception checks.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me just go back to the hub and select my token.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. And roll, boom. Yeah, my passive is 15,
All right.
so I take the passive.
Sure.
Yeah, his is 14, and he can't be surprised either.
So. Oh, that's pretty handy, by the way. So you engage in casual, or what you think is casual, conversation. And then whenever you hear like a squirrel moving, your head goes like 180 degrees, like an owl,
Oh god.
and then just slowly turns back to continue the conversation.
Ah, yes, normal human conversation.
So, with that,
Fellow humanoid conversation.
you make camp, and the night passes uneventfully.
All right.
So, switching soundscapes. There you go. A beautiful morning arises.
Nice.
Wind's a bit
Beautiful.
strong, but apart from that, weather's good.
Nice.
So you pick up camp and continue then?
I assume so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Alrighty. So I would say that about midday you can make it up to Summit Hall if you wanna go by there first.
I would like to go by the Abbey because I do not think we will make the journey during midday to Belliard. At least I assume we cannot make the journey to Belliard in just half a day.
Hmm.
So
say
I would suggest we stay at Summit Hall. And as we arrive at Summit Hall, I would like to observe the Abbey and see which god they are, how do you say that? They
Yes.
are worship. Yeah, that's the word.
Okay, so let me explain to you what you see. Approaching this place, you see a small stronghold standing atop a hilltop, consisting of a stone hall surrounded by a 15-foot high wall, sturdy wooden gate. You can see some stables, a tower, barracks, storage buildings, everything a typical stronghold has. And flying overhead is a banner with an emblem of a crossed torch and sword. So you can make me a history check, because this is
History.
not a religion, technically.
This will be pretty shitty.
Just feelings?
You can, if you want to discern what this emblem stands for, you can all make history checks if you want to.
Yes, please.
Well,
Sure.
I failed.
Nice.
Critical fail.
I'm actually proficient in this. Let's see.
I am not. I have a -1. Where is it? Well, great.
Whew. Well, Wilden definitely.
All right. Yeah, and Volkia has. So Wilden is from a large city, and Volkia is pretty well traveled. So you both know and recognize this emblem as being from the Knights of Samular. Knights of Samular, which is like a sister organization of the Order of the Gauntlet, which is a larger faction.
Nice.
So I
I
look
see.
Do we
up
know
now.
anything about these factions?
You don't.
Are they like?
Well, maybe Wilden does.
Are they
Yeah.
usually good in nature or like?
With your 22, hang on.
Mhm.
So, you know that the Knights of Samular is an order of paladins. You don't know which god exactly they are. Oh, so it would have actually been a religious order. I'm sorry. You don't know which god exactly they are dedicated to, but you do know that it's an order of paladins, and yeah, but they seem to be good in nature.
I relay that information.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, let's see if we're allowed to stay the night with them.
So
Do I see an inn nearby?
no, this place is pretty deserted apart from the stronghold sitting on the hilltop.
No other possible place I could nap safely.
Nope. No non-religious place for you to crash, Bayou.
Right. Okay. Cool. She just like grumpily follows you guys.
Phalanx, actually make me a religion check. Is there anyone else proficient in religion?
I am.
Oh, okay. Then
Nope.
you
Arcana.
can make me one as well then, Valkia.
Eh,
Being proficient, does that just give me anything else beside, you know, my proficiency bonus?
No.
No, not really. But you know, if when it comes to an order of knights that you want to discern the faith of, then I would only have that check be allowed by someone who's proficient with religion,
Right.
for
Yeah.
example. Um, um, yeah, with a 15, I'd say you would know that the Knights of Samular are dedicated to Tyr, which is, I believe, the god of justice, if I am not mistaken. So that's how
Yeah.
you write it. So you
Alright.
head over there then?
Yes.
yeah,
Alrighty.
seems like a safe place to spend the night. And or day and night, and then
Mhm.
continue further.
Yeah, it is the Lord of Justice. Yeah. So you
Does Phalanx
approach.
related that it's the Lord of Justice?
Yes.
Is there any place within like walls that is still outside? Anything that's remotely safe that isn't inside?
I did say that there was a like a stable. So it has like stables, tower,
So
barracks, some
set
storage
up my
buildings.
sleeping there.
First of all, you approach the gate.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And a guard that is on top of the what do you call it again?
Top of the
Para-
guard tower.
Yeah, like the parapet or the
Ah, yeah.
walkways, I suppose.
Yeah. Mhm.
He looks down and says, "What's your business at Summit Hall?"
I look at the guy. Shall I take charge on this one?
Yeah, this is your kind of people.
Great.
All right. I
Yeah.
walk in front of the group and I say, "Greetings, brother. My name is Phalanx. I am a cleric of Lathander. These are my companions. We are on a journey to Beliard, and we were wondering if we could stay with you for the night."
He was wondering if we could stay with you for the night.
Very well. Just a moment. And he just shouts down to someone you can't see. And then a moment later, the large wooden gate opens.
Thank you very much, brother. And
We
I nod to the rest. Let's go inside.
will take you to the keep.
Mhm.
And they take you to like the inner tower. And entering the tower, you see a female knight, or a dame, I suppose. I believe this title. Standing there with long black hair and a long sword at her side. And she looks at your shield, Phalanx, and she says, "A priest of Lathander approaches Summit Hall. What brings you here?"
As I nod to the dame, I say, "Greetings, sister. My name is Phalanx. As you have noticed, I am indeed a priest of Lathander. These are my companions. We are on a journey to Beliard looking for a missing group of dwarves. As we think we cannot make the journey in one day, I would like to know if we could stay with in Summit Hall for the night."
Of course, brother. Is there anything else you require? Because if you are indeed, as you say, looking into the matter of the missing delegation, then we will need all the help we can.
I think it's a good idea to compare notes, see where everyone's at, and make
Nice.
the joint cooperation.
Well, have a seat. And she gestures toward a large table standing in the middle of the great hall.
I am looking at the actual people of our group who actually need food. Is anyone hungry of our group?
You did
Good.
use some rations getting here.
Yeah, I could always eat.
And I look back to the dame. It's really rude of me to ask, but is it possible you could get some food for my companions? They do require food, unlike me and the Steel Defender.
Of course, of course. I shall have something brought to you at once. And she
Thank you very much.
gestures towards one of the guards to go and fetch something. And a moment later, a commoner, or a few commoners actually, seem to arrive with plates of breads and meats. It all looks pretty simple. They seem to be like a pretty simple bunch when it comes to the earthly pleasures, I suppose.
Well, I hope you guys do enjoy the meal. Unfortunately, I cannot partake in eating, but I hope the food is tasty, my friends.
Oh,
Fire
where?
will stay a bit at the back, and she just pulls out her own mead and just drinks that.
Okay.
Walk to Bayou, cast thaumaturgy to make some noises so other people can hear you. And Bayou, I would like to ask you to partake in the hospitalities of these people.
I just take another swig of my mead and I go, they are very nice, aren't they? And that's it.
Just at least eat something as I walk back to my chair.
Where are my manners? I believe I have not yet introduced myself. My name is Lady Ushin, and you are most welcome here at Summon Hall.
Thank you very much, Lady Ishin. I would like to state that I do very much appreciate this gesture, and we are very willing to cooperate with your investigation into the missing delegation.
She sits down at the table with you. She says, "Yes, please, do tell me, what do you know about this delegation?"
Well, as we sit down, I tell her the story of how I arrived at Red Larch, what I knew, what I got from the priests at Red Larch, and from there the journey we had from Red Larch. I will not roleplay this because it's a lot of information.
Sure.
But yeah, so I
And
just
that is
tell her
how
the
it
general story, and the last thing we have heard about them was that they were in Beliard, and we would like to continue our investigation there.
So you tell her about the whole Black Earth thing as well and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh. And this Black Earth organization, do you think they might have anything to do with it?
It might be possible. We do not have any concrete evidence that they are to blame for the missing delegation. However, these guys are, well, not to be trusted at all, and they've been doing some weird stuff. So it might be entirely possible. So I would like to not rule them out.
I see. Well,
There's also the case of these weird allies from the Black Earth called those bandits from, what were they called? The Crashing Wave?
The Crushing Wave.
Yeah, the Crushing Wave, that was it.
well,
So there's these two organizations, either one or together might be responsible.
I have not heard of the Crushing Wave before.
They were situated in Riverguard Keep, not far from here.
Oh my. That does seem problematic.
Yeah, we have had a first look at Riverguard Keep. However, we really got in trouble there, so we had to run. But it does seem like the Riverguard Keep is heavily fortified.
Yes,
However, we
it
did
is.
take out the leader, so they might be in disarray, but we as a group do not nearly have enough forces to, just conquer the keep by
On that note
ourselves,
as
so
well,
we just have to run.
Lady Ushin, if you would be so kind as to provide a messenger to go to Wamford and make sure that our boat is taken care of while we're gone, as part of our handling of this investigation.
That would be kind, yes.
Unfortunately, we are kind of short on staff at the moment, but I can send a raven there, if that would
Appreciate it.
suffice.
That would certainly suffice, I think.
Of
Thank
As I
course.
look to the others for confirmation.
Very much appreciated.
Let me
My
actually
lady.
quickly check something.
Any upkeep that is performed on our boat or housing our boat, I'm sure we can handle those particulars when we travel back through there.
Okay. Yes, Riverguard Keep. It is actually referred to by the locals as the Haunted Keep. It's possibly an old wives' tale to keep them from there, which I suppose at this moment is a good thing.
Well,
to be worth
it is not as much haunted as just occupied by lowlifes.
Well,
Well, there is supposedly that chapel there that the higher ups were contacting some kind of entity. We're not completely familiar with how truthful that is, but it is information we received.
I did not expect bandits to have faith. But yet here we are.
Yeah, I would like to inform Lady Oshin about the chant from that priest we fought,
Mm-hmm.
and that stuff he kept repeating about the Black Earth will. Does anybody have it written down? I cannot
Consume
find
all
it.
or something like that?
Consume all, yada yada yada, Ogremok
Yeah,
will
Yeah.
rise,
that
blah
chant,
blah.
Yeah,
Death and destruction.
yeah.
Death and destruction, yada yada yada.
They do sound like a very happy bunch, don't they?
Seem to be enjoying themselves, yes.
The region seems to be slowly falling into disarray, it seems.
Have
What are
you
your leads
witnessed
on this?
any further disarray in these lands?
Well, there has been talk of monster sightings here and there.
Anything
What
in
kind of?
particular?
I've heard travelers speak of tremors in the earth. I've heard rumors of large birds, large vulture-type birds flying overhead.
We've seen those,
Yes,
haven't
we've
we?
seen those. I believe those are called Arakokra.
Ah, yes, but we know the Arakokra in this region, and those were not them. There are others.
There were others. Do you think they might be invaders, or?
Might be.
I do
Well, she
wonder though,
says-
what Arakokra would be doing here. I mean, it's not common for them to
They
leave
have
the elemental plane of air, right?
they have their cliques, I suppose. They have their little societies, and they keep to themselves. But they do not
Yeah.
seem to be innately evil, willed. So we keep them at bay, I suppose. We let them do their thing. Let them have their culture. But these vultures, apparently they are known to feast on cattle and things like that.
It's a good idea to keep watch then.
if
Have
it's
they?
just castles, not
Have
the
they?
wood.
I mean, it would be disastrous if they keep doing this for too long, and if the cattle count keeps dropping because of those vultures feasting on them. That would be disastrous for feeding our people. It's a good idea to
It
keep
would be,
watch,
yes.
and yes, and if they attack any cattle in the nearby, it's a good idea to set up an ambush.
That might perhaps be a good idea. I fear that villages like Beliard might be in danger. After all, they are one of the largest sources of cattle in the region.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it would be very bad if the cattle count keeps dropping, and if we cannot feed our people anymore, that would bring the region even more disarray.
Well, are there any happy stories you might have to share? As you can see outside, there's some stained glass windows in the tower, and you can just about see the sun setting at this point.
I look to the rest of the party. Is there anybody who would like to share?
I stole a man's shoes. That was very entertaining.
Please, we
That
need some
counts?
hope in these trying times.
As I can certainly tell one story. So I tell the story of the man we kind of kidnapped from Riverguard Keep, and we talked to him, kind of interrogated him, and how we set him on his way on a journey of redemption.
And
I
then I
try to
stole his
take,
shoes.
and then I try to tell it as hopeful as possible, like
Mhm.
Phalanx would, as as a cleric who successfully made sure someone repented for his crimes.
A just action, brother.
I will, whatever he says, I will end it. I will follow it up with, but I stole his shoes.
And
I
then
still
every
stole
time
his
she says,
shoes.
"But I stole his shoes," I try to give it a nice
Twist.
happy ending, and so the story ended happily ever after.
Nice.
As a way to make him stronger for the future, if that helps you.
And Valkia is just looking at Bayou and shaking her head, being disappointed, and muttering something about, I can't leave them alone for 1 second.
I think that Fire had too much need to really regret anything at this point, but yeah. She seems pleased with herself.
So I
do
look
ask
at Bayou, and I'd like to know if I think she's had enough meat for tonight.
I never have enough meat.
Make an insight check.
Here we go. That's
Are
my
you
thing.
are you hiding your alcohol intake by?
I'm not hiding my alcohol intake. I'm not trying to look too drunk. I'm not trying to look rude. But I am certainly not hiding the fact that I just chugged half a bottle of meat now.
I
Right.
would like to note that I am proficient in insight.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, no, you can see
Just
that quite
gives you an
clearly.
extra bonus. Yeah.
No, you can see quite clearly, although you do spot that she's not trying to be exceptionally rude. It's just a lot more cheerful.
Just
but-
trying
but
to make the most out of a
it's
religious
less drunk.
situation. All right. Well,
I do have
sorry.
a question for Lady Ushin.
Mhm.
Have you by chance seen these two symbols before? And I show her the triangle and the
Uh-huh.
half hourglass.
Yeah.
Have you seen these symbols or something similar to them by chance?
Isn't there a third symbol we have?
No, there is no third symbol.
Okay.
Well, there is kind of a third symbol.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
eye
the eye.
Yeah, I guess.
I cannot say I have ever seen these. Doesn't look like anything religious to me or anything that I might have seen in my travels. Well, it is getting late, my friends. I have a few bunks in the top of the tower, but you can also make use of the stable if that suits you better.
I will nod.
I look at Bayou, and so are you using any of the options provided by the lady?
I will take the stables, yes.
I figured
that
as
suits
much. I
me
look
the
at Wilden
best.
and Valkia. You guys are taking the bunks?
I
Yeah,
will
I
join
had a-
the stables as well. I want to spend some time with our donkeys so that they are not too sad without us.
Oh, poor.
I look at Wilden.
She's missing all her
Take a
animals.
Overcompensation.
Bunk buddies.
Yeah.
All right.
So I did not catch that. Is it just me, or is Wilden also pretty?
No, I
Soft,
said
right?
I'll take the bunk.
He isn't very soft for me, so.
He isn't. Then
No.
let me.
Maybe it was just a lack of conversation for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the lady walks away, I would just say, thank you for feeding my companions.
Of
Before She
course.
will walk off to the
And with that, the day comes to a close. And I think that's a good moment for a break.
Nice.
Break time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Grab some extra drinks. Go for a little bathroom break.
Yeah.
We'll be back
Oh yeah.
in a few minutes.
Whoop, whoop.
We're back.
Woo!
So, waking up in either the tower or the stable. Oh, hang on, my map tool
There's no
screen
map
isn't
tool
working.
chat.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just a
Technical
minute.
difficulties, folks. Give it a sec.
Dum, 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 dum. I think I have to go to the hub and then just force it there.
Force it.
Yeah, there we go. That works. And then we go back.
There we
So,
go.
Nope.
you don't get murdered in your sleep, which is good.
Yay! Accomplishment.
You should listen to Phalanx more often.
Huh?
And you awaken.
Don't even have to think about that reaction anymore. It's instantly. Huh?
You awaken pretty early to some light pattering of rain outside. But it's not too bad. So, what would you like to do?
She didn't mention anything about breakfast, did she? Then can't get it ordered to the stables.
It's not really that kind of place, I would say. She didn't say anything about it anyway. So,
I wanna actually take a little stroll around the place. Not actually trying to infiltrate into it, but just kind of stroll around a little bit. See what this place looks like.
well, it seems pretty pretty simple. As I said, these people seem to be living a quite pious lifestyle in service of their god, and as such, they don't really partake in many pleasures, and which explains the what's it called? The modest and simplicity and modesty of the food as well. So there's not really much around here. There's a few horses, you know, in the stables next to where you parked your donkeys in your cart, I suppose.
Is there like a well with water somewhere?
Nope, there is not.
Okay, nope. That's all.
I just make my way downstairs eventually.
Look at my way downstairs.
I
Sorry.
was waiting for that reference.
pack up my stuff, and just get ready to head on the journey. And
Hmm.
if I do go outside, I definitely look up to see if there's large birds.
Okay, there are no large birds.
All right. Well, then does not want to become a meal for one. Of them.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's gonna get easily grabbed, it would be you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So,
what I'd like to do is
Mhm.
try and gather everyone. And by everyone, I mean our party.
sure.
The entire.
The
entire
whole
fucking
order
abbey.
of the Knights of Samular to siege Beliard.
Gather around, everyone.
I have to say, it does sound very epic, but I do not think that's the appropriate reaction.
There's no.
Prepare. Okay, what would you like to do?
We shall
with
all
everyone?
die one day, but it is not this day!
Nice.
God.
What would you like to do with everyone gathered?
I'd like to discuss the plans of what we're going to do with the investigation. So I'd like to
¿Qué pasa?
find Lady Ushin so
Mhm.
we can talk with her.
Okay. She seems to be walking around outside, just casually conversing with one of the knights. So,
Alright. When I find her, I will talk to her and then
mhm.
ask her if she wants to discuss the plans with us.
Well, I don't know what you would like to,
We
what
would like
your
to-
plans would be.
Our original plan was that we would originally head to Beliard and start our investigation there. However, if there's any new information you might have, or you'd like to suggest we start somewhere else, or maybe do something else first,
We,
I'd like to know.
me and my knights, will continue to search the region in search of any clues that might lead us to the missing delegation.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Do
I
you think in the meantime we could head to Belyard, see if we can find something there? And if there is anything your knights may have noticed or found a clue, they could send it to us by Raven.
Yes, that seems like a good plan. I will send 2 of my knights west, and you shall go up north to Belyard.
I would think that is a good idea, as I look to the rest and try to see if they agree.
That's
Sure.
agreeable. I also believe that maybe there's a connection with these bird things and cattle, and you might find these bird things up in Belyard. Sounds like a nuisance that needs to be eliminated.
Definitely. I think it's something we should do too.
Very
I'm
well.
up for it.
Let us make haste then.
Yes.
Deliver swift justice to the enemies of the realm.
My favorite kind.
Favorite
Whatever
kind
you
of
say,
justice.
lady.
Yes. Is everyone ready to depart?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
It seems we all have our belongings with us. It is time for us to depart. Lady Asheen, I would like to thank you very much for your hospitality, and I pray for your safety.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you. And you just
So,
stroll on out of this
we
stronghold.
stroll on out of Summit Hall back to Belyard.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Alrighty. So continuing up the road here, you don't see much in the morning, and then at about noon, right over there, you notice in the distance there is some kind of encampment. It seems to be there seems to be a small cooking fire smoldering in the middle. And there's like half a dozen battered old tents, crates of provisions scattered around, along with racks on which pieces of smoked fish are curing. And you can see there are some people just quietly conversing and tending to their gear.
What kind of people are they?
Make me a perception check, please.
Yes.
All of us or
Killing
just...
kind.
Let me grab my token once again.
That depends on who's leading the expedition, really.
I don't think we've chosen someone. But
I use my passive again of 15.
Sure. Hang on.
What were you asking?
if it was all of us that had to roll or just him.
Oh, okay.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, okay. Okay, so seem to be like a few cloaked figures. You can't really discern what they really look like.
They don't look like bandits, at least.
But then again, you know, it is raining a little bit, so every sensible person would probably
You
have
were in a cloak.
cloak on. Yes.
How far are they away from us right now?
They're currently, I'd say, about 60 feet away from you.
How many tents?
It's like a dozen. Oh no, half a dozen. Sorry.
Does it look like they have any like trinkets or anything on their encampment? Or just gear and stuff?
You can see like the occasional. Actually, make me a perception check as well.
Sure.
For It's like slightly different information.
Let me see. Get my token again. 15.
Alrighty. You can see like the occasional tooth like you have hanging on a string. That's like adorns the sides of one of the tents. And as I said, you know, some fish curing. And as you're just kind of approaching this camp and looking at it, you could see Phalanx, one of the figures, turns around and you know, sees you approaching, and you see him kind of stand up, just quickly say something at one of the other ones.
Did I pick up what he said?
Make another perception check, please, but it's gonna be a pretty high DC to discern
Yes.
from this
Sound
distance.
common, at least.
Well, it's 15 again.
You can't really make out what they're saying.
Does it at least sound common? It's not discernible from this distance.
No, not really.
Okay.
But you can see that they're all just, you know, gathering a few things, and you can see some quick glances in your direction.
Bayou will step forward and go, is it morning by the way? It's morning,
Well,
right?
but
Yeah,
before-
yeah, it's about
before-
noon. I'm sorry?
Before Bayou goes in, I'd like to cast Guidance,
Okay.
and I touch Bayou,
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
and I quickly say, "I got you."
I walk in
And
and say, good morning. What are we all having? And it's not really the best day to be out here camping.
one of the cloaked figures kind of slightly glances around in your direction. You've got a lot of nerve showing up here. And you now, as you get a better look at these guys, it's actually one of them blue-skinned folk you saw at Riverguard
fucking
Keep.
hell.
Oh look!
I'm not allowed to
found
approach
them.
my own kind.
And you can just at this point you can see like crossbow bolt lands right in front of you on the road. So
I mean, you don't need to be hostile. You haven't done anything.
haven't done anything. You've only gone and killed Grimjaw.
I
Well-
want to say in Primordial, is that really something you're upset about?
They kind of share a few glances, and they all step onto the road now, and you can see, let me actually reveal them on the hub.
I'm gonna put myself where I
Dun,
think
dun,
I would
dun,
be.
dun.
There
Yeah,
you
let
go.
me move up a little bit too, because I kind of guidance her.
Hmm.
What did guidance do again?
It gives you a D4.
I think
on
this
a
might
ability check.
think this might be a good scenario to just snap the grid, turn the grid on.
Oh boy.
Before they, as they approach, I'd like to say it's like a friendly query. Well, not really friendly.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we killed Grimjaw. You know what? You know that was you're a leader and a tough man. Do you think it may say something about us that we managed to kill him?
You're not helping! What are you doing?
I say this is your final warning. Do not approach us.
And you see this man in the middle who seems to look a little bit different than the rest. He looks like this.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, I think I've seen that silhouette before.
And he raises his hand and he says, "I'll take my chances. Roll initiative.
Oh god, here we go.
Damn it, Phalanx!
Well, we would have fought with or without my well,
With
I
or
have literally gone
without
as
you.
far as to say, hey, let's not fight, and it worked. Don't underestimate the possibility.
Hmm?
DM, I have a temporary hit point from before. I'm pretty sure that's not around anymore. How do I take it off?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I'll take that off for you. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
What a sucky initiative roll.
Yeah.
well,
okay. There you are. Okay.
oh, I think Chap might know what's going to happen.
Fight, fight, fight! Oh fuck, fight! Big Evan jet, please.
Big F. Wait, I can do that.
Big boy F.
F. Is there an F? No!
Give me an
That's not an
F.
F emote. No, I want an F emote.
There is an F emote. Don't
There
F
is? I tried to find it, but I do not see an F. Like, here.
Oh, no, not on Twitch.
Find emote.
It's fine, not
F.
relevant. Not relevant.
Yeah, it's not relevant. Let's go. Press F to pay respects. Let's go. Let's murder these guys.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Up first, Volkia.
All right. Well, if they are so nice to be on one pile, I would like to
Oh boy. Fireball.
Line up single file.
to extend my hand towards them
Mhm.
and use my action to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
And that should be able to hit.
What was
all
that?
of these. It's 20 feet cube.
20
And
foot
the
cube.
range is 60 feet from me. And that 60 was like somewhere here, so this cube should be 20 by 20.
Doesn't the cube stop like about here?
I think
20?
A 60 foot
20
cube,
and
you said?
no, 60 is range and 20
Ah.
is cube. It's from
Ah,
here
okay.
to here is showing me as 20. And from
Oh, like
here,
that.
here, here.
Guys, quick question. Am I the only one who does not see the grid?
Oh,
You can just Ctrl
yeah.
G and it will show you the grid.
It's client based. So where would you like this area of effect to be exactly?
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go. Thank
exactly
you.
like it is right now.
Alrighty, we'll go ahead and do that. So those are dex saves for everyone.
Yes.
Okay,
And let me know whoever failed.
sure.
Oh,
Okay.
and DC is 13.
Okay. That's one fail. It's another fail. Oh, what the hell? Okay, so he succeeds. Mhm. Okay then. Okay, so I will show you with Halo again and remove the area. Yeah, the front two and the back two are currently fairy fired.
They're shiny.
Righty.
shiny
and
boys.
while they're shiny, it means that any attack against them has advantage,
Mhm.
and they can't benefit from being invisible. So
Okay.
in case that they would try to become invisible, they can't.
Mhm, mhm.
And everyone, feel free to hit them. So yeah, that was my action. I would like to probably use my. Let me check if I have any bonus action. Nah, not yet. What? So okay, I will. Here. Okay.
That's your
That's
turn?
it for me. Yep.
Alrighty. Then, Phalanx, it's your turn.
All right. I will use my movement to get up about. Wait, before I move, let me measure something.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to yell Radiance of the Dawn at them?
Why am I so predictable?
Because
I mean,
are
they're
on
all
fire.
clustered in a
wonder
bunch.
Let me see if I move up here.
Oh yeah.
I can hit all of them.
Oh yes.
No, I need to do one more step. Is everyone ready to shout it with me?
Oh boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am casting.
Radiance of the Dawn.
Dawn. We really need to work on this.
Yes. Let's try it again.
Doesn't work with
Everyone,
delay.
are
No,
you
it's
ready?
not
I am
trying.
casting.
No, just
Radiant.
go with it.
Radiance of the Dawn.
I'll just roll it. I'll just roll it. There we go.
It's not.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
So what kind of save was that again? Constitution?
Constitution, yeah.
Alrighty. And what's your spell save DC?
My spell save to see right now is 13.
Alrighty. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. How do these bandits have a +1 for Constitution?
Because they're bandits.
They sturdy,
I guess.
but not too sturdy.
They're semi-sturdy.
Yes.
Okay, so you see this guy and the priest and two of the bandits seem to be affected by your
Well,
holy light.
Well, it's not just affected. Like if the others made the save
They
throw,
take
still
half
get
damage.
half damage.
Yeah, okay. Damn, I have to track a lot of HP now.
I'm sorry.
It's his fault for making the
Dude,
encounter.
just wait until I can cast Fireball.
10 radiant for you and 5 radiant for you and
Radiant for you.
Everyone get
10
radiant damage for
radiant
you.
for you.
Radiant damage for you. Radiant damage for everyone.
And 10 radiant for you.
I'm really sorry, guys. My roll was bad, and I should
That's
feel
fine.
bad.
It happens.
And 5 radiant for you.
He won't repent you for it for too long.
And 10 for you.
You will do okay.
Yeah, I'm
may
fine.
have broken our DM.
It's just a lot of tokens to track HP for
How in the...
and roll saving throws for. Okay then, is that your turn?
I have 5 feet of movement left,
Mm-hmm.
which I use to back the fuck up. And yeah, that's all I can do.
Alrighty. It is now the priest's turn. Not you, but the other guy.
Yeah, I figured.
So it starts with druids, then the priests, then the pirates.
And eventually the scientist.
Yeah, and then whatever that is.
That's just Wilden, what are you talking about?
No, I
You don't
meant
have
the
to be so
creature, the
rude.
last one.
Oh, that stupid blue bandit.
What? You don't have to be rude to me.
I was talking
You are a
about
Wow.
pirate, not a bandit.
I was talking about the blue
Same
bandit,
difference.
not the blue bandit in the fancy robes.
Ah, yes. Nuance.
Not the bandit
Yeah,
in a hat.
exactly, nuance.
Alright. Let me snap this to grid. Mm-hmm. Ooh, it's big.
Oh no. Not a
Okay.
good sound.
Yeah, that seems Let's put it right about there. So, in this area,
Oh God.
the priest extends his hand into the sky, and you can see suddenly dark clouds forming above as a sheet of just sleet and ice comes falling down. Let me check. Okay, so you are at half movement while you are in this area of effect, and whenever you start your turn there,
Oh god.
or enters the spell's area for the first time, or starts the turn there. So actually, everyone needs to make a dexterity saving throw right now.
Okay.
What's my dex again? I forget. Oh yeah, it's terrible. Ah, never mind. Ah,
Nice.
20. It's natural 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
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 I did it good.
Okay.
Why should the C just be like
That's not
25?
Ooh.
I mean, that was the roll for Vic, but
Fuck.
I just
Okay, sure.
Well, mine is shitty, so I'm
Uh,
probably
so
have it.
Phalanx, you're actually the only one who fails.
I figured as much.
You put your
Natural 20.
you put your foot to the side to brace yourself for this effect, and find yourself slipping on the very icy floor. So you are now prone.
God damn it.
God damn it. Okay. So that was an action. Can the guy do anything else? And with his bonus action, he will cast Ray of Frost.
Wait,
Hmm.
that's a bonus action?
Is
Oh
it a
no,
cantrip?
it is an action. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can do anything with the bonus action. No, that's also an action. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, he cannot actually do anything with his bonus action. So instead, he will just move backwards. Oh yeah, he can easily just
Sit
go
over there.
right over there and still keep the spell up. Okay, that's that guy. Bayou, it's your turn.
Okay, so I will see if that's actually possible. I always have to check this. Yeah, I will walk over to about. Let's see how far I can get. I think it's over here. Nope, I have to go one square closer, which is probably a bad idea. But fuck. And
Did
I
you
will-
count the half movement?
Oh, is my movement halved?
Your movement is halved in the spell's area, and also at the start of your turn, you need to make another dex save to see if you fall down.
Ah, let me make a dex save first then.
Alright.
13.
That just succeeds.
Ooh, yay.
But you still have to
Um,
count the half movement trying to get out. I
That
don't
would
know.
leave me with 5 feet less movement. I did about 10 feet inside the thing, I think.
Alright.
So I put myself over there. Where are we?
Mm-hmm. So you do have
That's-
reach with your chain
Oh.
sickle.
No, but I want to stay at a safe distance. But I would just want to be able to put my tentacle over here.
Alright, sure. We'll do that.
That's what I do. Take that off. So I can get
Snap
in the
it to
tentacle.
the grid. And give ownership to you. There we go.
And I will attack the stupid thing.
The priest. Yeah, go for it.
An 18 to hit. 6.
Yeah, that'll hit.
nice.
Okay.
I don't know if he's doing concentration spell, but he is.
He
that-
is doing a concentration spell. Bloody. Okay. 6 cold damage.
And then I want to. God, what am I doing in my life? Cast Chill Touch, I think.
Sure.
Right.
Is it a? It's a bonus action to summon your tentacle. Yes.
Yeah, it's bonus action to do my
Nice.
tentacle. It's an action to do Chill Touch. So I want to cast Chill Touch on. This is wait. Where's my thing not working?
Ah, yeah.
Dude, over here.
Sure.
Let me get that done. Where is it? Oh, 19 to hit, 7 to guard damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Making up for my rolls of yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Yeah, that hits. It was the left one, right?
Yeah, that.
Okay. No, 19 will definitely hit. 7 necrotic.
And also keep in mind that even if it didn't, you have advantage on attack against it.
Yeah, you can roll again if you want to see if you crit.
Yeah, to see if you crit.
Wait, what?
You can
You have
roll
advantage.
the chill touch again, then
Oh.
in
to
case
see
that
if
you
I
would crit because of the advantage.
I still have to roll a...
Nope.
Nope. Good for you. I still have to roll a concentration check, by the way.
Yep.
I believe that's a constitution, right?
Yep. Concentration is Constitution saving throw, and because the damage was quite low, it's DC 10.
Okay. The area of ice and the storm of sleet fades because I rolled an 8.
Aha!
Good
Oh
job!
yes.
My tentacle will save all.
Oh my god, thank you.
Gotcha,
Okay.
fam.
Noise. Anything else you can do?
Nope. Don't know what else you're expecting me to do.
Okay, don't know.
I'm probably gonna yell at him in primordial. The fuck, dude! That's about it.
Okay. Alrighty. In that case, a bandit is gonna come straight towards you, and these. Oh wait, it's not their turn. Sit down.
Sit down.
These will just kind of.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
That guy will go there.
Oh boy.
That guy will go there.
Well, then help. No. Bleh.
And these will just kind of. Okay. This guy will swipe at the tentacle, and then realizing it has no effect, will just walk away from it and take out
Okay.
its.
Rude.
I'm sorry. Oh, we'll take out its crossbow, or his crossbow, I guess.
You rule before that tentacle gets no.
I did, yes, because it
Nothing
doesn't get
whatsoever.
reactions.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking.
Now I'm just kind of stand over there, and the other ones do get attacks, so that's 2 scimitar attacks against you, by you.
Ooh, fun.
First one is a 21 to hit.
Good hits. Yeah.
That's 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
The second one is a 22 to hit.
Also hits.
That's 2 slashing damage.
At
It's not.
him, I will cast Hellish Rebuke.
Alright.
Because fuck you, dude.
So that'll be this one then.
Wait, let me actually do my damage first before I forget. And then I have my Hellish Rebuke. Hop.
So I have to make a saving throw then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, deck saving throw. How second level? Second. 19. If it hits.
Oh my god. You totally obliterate this guy.
Haha!
You can see
Fuck you,
just
dude.
in a reaction of anger, you just cast this wall of ice shards to fly upwards towards this guy. and you can see him just getting completely impaled on them. He
For
did.
flavor, can I say, because when he had to puke, you pointed something. Can I say I just like poke at his forehead and he just like
Beep, and then yeah, you poke at his forehead, and then shards of ice start forming from the ground, poke into him,
You
Nice.
booped his to his death.
and
Yeah,
he's
he's
just sort
giving-
of hanging
Right.
there in the jagged ice structure.
fuck you, my dude.
And then I am going to make some crossbow shots. The
Hello.
first one is going to be at Volkia. That is an 18.
Hits.
That's 2 piercing damage for you.
Okay.
And they've you see that they've kind of set up a firing line. The other one, the one on the far right, is currently in the process of getting his crossbow out, so he doesn't get an action because he already attacked the tentacle. But there's one more shot going against Vic Rattlehead. That's a 6 to hit, so that,
Definitely misses.
yeah, it doesn't even make it there. It just kind of falls down just before Vic's foot.
Good, I just got him back.
Nice.
Don't go down 2.0.
All right, that's their turn. It's your turn, Wilden.
Yes. He's gonna sprint over here and smack
Jesus, how much movement does he have?
40 feet.
All right.
He's gonna smack this guy right here.
Okay.
With advantage. Ooh. Ooh. Misses both.
Oh, oh my God. Yeah, that misses.
was really bad.
Sorry, man.
Okay. It happens, apparently.
hmm
And then Wilden will take a shot at the same one with his crossbow.
hmm Oh, you can control your Steel Defender as a bonus action, can't you? Or does he act
Yeah,
on your turn? Yeah.
He acts on my turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. On which
the
one?
first one.
On the same one?
Yeah, same one.
Okay.
8 piercing damage.
Yeah, that definitely hits. 8 piercing damage. He's looking bad. Real bad.
Obliterating these guys.
And then with my movement, I will move right there.
Alrighty. Then it's their turn. One of them is going to walk up to Phalanx and attempt to strike at him with his shark tooth longsword. With advantage because you're prone.
Oh,
That's 23 to hit.
oh shit, that hits.
That's 3 slashing damage.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Where is it? Where is it?
Warding flare.
No, I mean the HP tracker.
Oh, okay.
Warding flare only works as a prediction,
in the
not,
combat.
not after it.
Okay, okay.
Combat section.
So yeah, I won't abuse that.
Also, I realized I didn't roll concentration for the fairy fire, so I will do that right
Okay,
now.
sure. Go for it.
Yeah, that passes. Okay.
Okay, no problem. And the other guy will go for Vic Rattlehead. The man, the myth, the legend.
Not Vic again.
He
no.
rolled a 1, so that's a no.
He's intimidated. He's scared.
Yeah, he's quite intimidated by this huge machine suddenly racing up towards him. So that is their turn. Volkia, you're up.
Alrighty. I will. Damn it. Damn it, why is Vic there? Oh. Okay.
Obliterate Vic. No.
No, I don't want to break Vic now that he's back. Okay, Valkia will pull out her bow and arrow and aim at this guy.
Alrighty, go for it.
And we'll try to shoot him. So that is with advantage. Does 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
So
3 piercing. Could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, he's also starting to look a little hurt.
okay, and from us, only Bayu looks more prominently hurt, right?
Yeah, a little. I'm not doing the best.
Not the best.
You're not doing great. I mean, sure.
You lost 5 health according to that.
Yeah,
I did.
Okay.
3 and 2.
I will look in the direction of Bayu after the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Notice that she has been hit a bit, and I would like to send a little of the Fey energy in her direction and use one of the Balm of Summer Court die to restore her health and give her 1 temp hit point as well.
All right. Speaking of temp hit point, I should remove yours.
And she's healed for 3.
There you
How
go.
do I do? Can I just add 4 hit points or?
No, because temporary hit points do not stack, so they are technically separate.
How do I add them per hit point?
I will do that for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many did you get? 1?
1, yes. And
Okay.
and there is also if you are also tracking in D&D Beyond, there is a separate category next to the max. for
Oh
temporary
right,
hit
no, I'm
point.
actually not checking it over there. I check it. But
And
thank you.
yeah, I think that's it. I will remain in safe distance for now.
Okay.
Very much the fuck away.
Phalanx. What do you do?
I cast Flaming Sphere right here,
All right.
so that these 3 dudes will be caught in the summoning. So they all have to roll a dex save.
That's a 5-foot sphere, yes? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Nice.
Ooh. Sorry, again?
Nice battle music.
Yeah. What's the area of effect for that? I believe it was like 5 feet.
It's 5 feet.
Alright.
So if the ball's here,
Yeah.
everyone around this square takes damage.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it hit also Vic?
It does.
Okay.
But I am willing to take that risk.
You are Vic, by the way.
Somewhere
So I gotta
behind
make
you,
a
extremely
dex
upset Vildan.
save throw.
I can heal him.
Oh wait, it's not.
afterwards,
It's
don't
not
worry.
actually radius 5. It's radius
It's
2.5.
fire damage.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Take us roll for it then?
Yeah, it's only the. Yeah, I
That's
mean.
the size of the actual ball, but
Yes,
everyone
exactly.
around the ball takes damage.
Yeah, so it is. It does actually hit Vic. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
roll.
I think you and Will
Yeah,
need to have a
Vic
talk
succeeds
after
and it will
this.
only take half damage.
Okay.
Which is how much?
Is that a?
You will melt just half of it.
Yeah, just.
Just
DM, you're
17.
rolling for the bandits because I will roll damage right now.
Oh boy. Well. Yeah. Roll damage.
Okay. Bup. It's 6 damage if they failed, 3 damage if they
Mhm.
succeeded.
Let me check. Alrighty. Well, you summon the sphere right behind all of them, and it slams into them, and you watch as they all crumble into ash.
Wow.
Fuck, dude. Peasants.
Well, they roasted. In the meantime, I will use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Vic.
Mm-hmm.
Can you though? Isn't he
Yeah.
construct?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't work on constructs. That's right.
That doesn't work. You're right. Yeah. Fuck. We need to repair him manually afterwards. Then.
He'll pray with you if that helps, probably.
I will pray for Vic.
It'll be
He's
We'll
a
save
strong boy. He
him.
can take it. He's a strong boy.
Fucking Lathander will fix it, of course.
Shut the
Daddy,
fuck
I
up,
broke a
Lathander fixes
toy.
everything.
Thoughts and prayers.
Mommy! I broke something. Sorry.
Mommy, I praised the sun, but I'm still dead. What?
All right.
So, but,
Roll for healing
yeah.
word then.
So, what did you say?
Roll for healing word.
What? No.
Because don't you have to roll for hit points?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you did cast Flaming Sphere, so you can't also cast healing word.
Yeah, that is true.
Right.
It's two
But
spells.
healing word is defined as a bonus action.
Yeah, but it's
yes,
not a
but it is two
cantrip.
spells. You
Yeah.
could only cast cantrip. Yeah.
That's crap.
You
That's
cannot cast 2 spells in one turn, only one spell.
right. Not level spells. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that means I cannot do shit.
You can use a cantrip. I don't know if any cantrip has like bonus action.
I'm checking my cantrips right now. That's an action. That's an action.
Sacred
That's
Flames,
an action.
probably. Okay.
That's an action. Well, yeah. No.
All right.
So that ends my turn.
Sure. Well, I'm assuming you stand up. Or do you
I'm
stay prone?
I do indeed use half my movement to stand up.
Okay. Okay.
Good idea.
In that case, it is the priest's turn,
Oh boy.
and he is going to step away from the tentacle.
I will get you. I'll come for you.
Hmm. And he will. He will magic missile Vic Rattlehead.
Oh boy.
Let me see. Okay, so you see these 3 darts emanating from the staff and automatically arc towards Vic. And each dart does 5 force damage, so that's 15 force damage to
Oh no.
Wow.
Vic.
Vic's not really doing great.
Nope. He's not.
Is he still up?
Yeah, he's still up, but he's
Okay.
not doing well.
And then, let me see, how far did he move?
Better
Okay.
move.
So that's 15 feet, so he has another 15. Yeah, I'll go there. And that brings us to Bayou.
Nice. As he tries to hit Vic, I will just yell, "I thought you had a bone to pick with me, asshole!" And I will move my tent to about here.
Mm-hmm.
And I will smack him again.
Sure.
That's 10 to hit.
That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Yikes. And then I will just use my scimitar to poke the dude in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do have a scimitar too.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. 19.
That
3
hits.
slashing damage.
3 slashing. Alright.
Does he look decently okay, or?
No. On the contrary. He's not okay at all.
He is still up though.
Yeah.
Then all I'll do is kind of circle around. Whoop. Below
Alrighty.
there.
Okay.
Around him.
Then the bandits themselves will have a go. One of them sees you circling around by you and is gonna take a shot at you.
No.
It's a critical hit.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's 10 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Right in the back. Right in the spine.
I'm not as squishy anymore, but still I'm not doing okay.
You're still quite squishy.
I'm alive. Oh, can you take away my one tap hint point, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Can I get one?
Yeah, then
Yes,
you can
then-
get
then
one
you should-
back.
Yes, you get one back.
Yay.
Okay.
Still put me at the same, but you know, better.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And then the other dude standing right in front of you is going to swipe at you with its scimitar. That's an 8 to hit, so that misses.
No, that doesn't hit.
And then
not
he
that
is
squishy.
going to attempt to run away.
Opportunity attack.
Attack of opportunity.
Can I scimitar his face?
Sure.
Can I? Okay. Boop. 16 to hit.
Yeah. You cut him down before he even has a chance. So he
Nice.
gets to about
Ooh.
there, and then you just catch up to him and slash him in the back.
I'll be pissed.
Mm-hmm. So it would seem. Wilden.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see here. I will cast Mending on him,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on Vic Rattlehead.
What's the range on that?
Oh, it's touch, so I have to get up to him.
No problem.
And it's 2d6 he would get back.
Nice. Oh,
nice.
significant.
nice.
Whoop whoop.
Nice.
It's very low for this.
He needed that.
Yeah. And with that, Vic Rattlehead will come up here and smack this dude with advantage. Boom, boom.
Yeah, that'll hit. 6 force damage
Force
then.
damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's not doing too well.
Fuck you and your minion.
That's your turn?
That is my turn. Don't got any more movement. I'll move Vic right there.
Right there. Right. That Reaver standing in front of Vic. He sees it approaching and will take a swipe at it with its longsword.
He is imposed disadvantage by his deflect attack.
Okay. Ooh, that's good because I rolled a 19 at first, but that was a 17 on the second one.
17, I think, still hits.
Does it?
Yeah, it hits. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's armor class 15. For some reason I had armor class 19 in my head because he's
Yeah,
a robot.
Because Wilden and Phalanx have higher.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that still hits. That is 7 slashing damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Good that you healed him.
Yeah.
Okay. And he will just, even though he's hurt, will just stay there and growl at you.
Gar.
Or Volkia.
Right. I will move closer to Bayou in case I would need to heal her soon.
Hello.
But
There's a flaming sphere hovering above your corpses right next to you.
So, if I shoot through the flaming sphere, will the arrow ignite?
Well,
Hmm.
yes, because it ignites everything in its path.
Okay.
So even if I move it across the ground, it will
Mhm.
leave flames in its wake. So the arrow would be incinerated. Well, not incinerated. It will be set
So
ablaze.
roll
yes.
roll a d6 on a 1 to 3. It will instantly burn up the arrow. On a 4 to 6, it will actually ignite and fire a fire arrow at the bandit. I'm assuming you're trying to hit.
Yes, I
Alright.
was trying to do the first one. Wait, does the advantage count here? No, right?
Not for the d6. So roll a d6 first.
Fuck.
Okay, yeah, so the arrow is instantly engulfed by the flaming sphere.
Oh well. Never mind then.
Can I pat her on the back and say good job?
I
At
will
least you tried.
least- yeah, at least I tried.
Thanks for effort.
I will at least use healing word first level on Bayou.
Mm-hmm.
You.
So that will be healing word. Where are you?
Woo!
Nice.
Next.
Awesome.
And I turn to after the arrow is incinerated. I turn to Bayou and I say, "You okay? You look like you need some moral support."
No,
and
okay,
right at that point, the
I'm
Fey
totally
energy fills you.
I'm like holding like a wound shot, like, no, I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
And suddenly the wound heals itself.
See, I told you, I was fine.
Legit. Phalanx.
All right, I use my bonus action to move the sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Burn them.
So can you give me control of the sphere?
Ah, yeah, sorry. So, you should do now.
Yep, it works. So I use this trajectory to smack it into creature
Both of
number
them.
4. Yeah, well, I smack it into the priest,
Mm-hmm.
so he has to roll damage for at least right now. So he
Uh,
needs to roll a dex save,
Yeah.
and the next time the creatures end their turn in next to the sphere, they will take damage.
Ah, I see.
So
Okay.
then the next time everyone immediately got damaged because it just got cast. But
So I rolled a
right now,
4 for the priest. So,
you rolled a 4, which
yes.
means you will take the full 2d6 damage.
Alrighty.
Does anything
that's
happen
9
to my
damage.
Nice.
tentacle? I don't think so, right?
Sorry?
Nothing happens to my tentacle, right? Because it's kind
It's
of
water, it shouldn't be burned.
No.
it will evaporate.
Nothing happens. You can see just steam slowly rising from it as the flaming sphere
Ah.
gets closer.
Missed.
A song of ice and fire.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay, 9
Dracarys.
damage.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anything else?
I use my action to cast. Well, how do the priest and the warrior?
The priest is looking fine, and which one did you ask for?
The creature 3 right in front of my face.
Ah, right. He's looking bad.
He not
looking
doing
bad.
Very,
okay.
very zealous in his actions, but pretty bad.
All right.
These
I
guys aren't
will-
known for their armor wearing either. So.
Yeah. I will cast Toll the Dead on the dude right in front of me.
Alright, so wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
That's a 4!
Well, he fails, which means it's a d12. Here we go. He takes 4 necrotic damage. No.
Yeah, you hear the reverberating sound of your tolling of the bell, and you can just kind of clinch his eyes shut, and then you can see in front of you his weapons dropping to the ground as he drops to the ground dead.
Nice.
All right.
Praise the thunder, you son of a bitch.
Noise.
Place the thunder, huh? I tried.
Okay, so then the priest. Whatever shall I do with you? Well, first of all, he's going to move out of the way of the tentacle and the flaming sphere in front of him. So, like, right over there. Let me just move all of you up ever so slightly.
Oops.
There you go. Okay. Ooh, decisions.
How to kill your next.
Hmm. Yeah, he is going to cast the same Icy Storm spell again.
Oh,
Dex save?
Yes, a dex save for everyone.
yeah.
Nice! It's 19. Natural 19.
Oh! Damn, I did something.
Oh, no. Go back. Alright, let me just delete this guy. Hang on. Okay, so that's the area.
Ooh,
Let
fun.
me see.
So he even gets his own dude.
Yes, he does.
Fun.
So let me see. Vic and Wilden, and I also have to roll for the bandit, of course. Yeah, Vic and Wilden both fall down prone.
Nope.
Slipping and
sleepy?
falling on the slippery floor.
Damn.
And then, of course, this guy can't do anything else because he only has actions and stuff, which is annoying. Yeah, Bayou, your turn.
Nice. I will just have my tentacle chase him. Which totally isn't something I want to see in my nightmares. Fuck. That's terrifying. I'm gonna have him smack the dude again. In the hope that he maybe drops the thing again. Is my tentacle affected by the speed?
No, it is an ethereal thing.
16 to hit.
You can see him just throwing his hand up in a quick motion, and the tentacle strikes a luminescent orb, which is a shield.
Okay. Then I'm going to just yeet my boomerang at it.
Okay.
See if that works.
And from this moment on, you have to yell "yeet" every time you throw your.
Yeet! I'm gonna engrave it with just the word yeet.
Nice.
Boomerang, 19 to hit.
Okay, that yeah, that hits. 2
Yes, I
bludgeoning.
hope that hits. And yet again, the hope that it might drop.
Right. So, Constitution. God damn it, that's a 7. Goodbye, Sleep Storm.
Nice.
And then I am going to push this guy just. Yeah. Because I don't make good life decisions. That's it.
Alrighty. The bandits in front of you will disengage.
Damn it! How dare you!
And get to about there.
Okay.
And that's all he's gonna do. Wilden,
Okay.
you are prone.
First, I'll have Vic take the repair action.
Okay. Does he stand up?
Yeah, he stands up.
Wow, 15.
Yes.
Jesus.
And
Nice.
I will stand up
Mm-hmm.
and I will shoot at the priest.
Alrighty. Go for it. Ooh, that
Bam.
hits.
Ah,
Nice.
10 piercing.
I'm so not used to seeing something like 24 and it not being a cow.
He's got a +6 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
And Vic will move. No, not there with the thing. Half movement, right? 20 feet?
Yeah, half movement because he could just got up from
let's move
prone.
back. Wilden will stay where he is. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Try not to move near the flaming sphere.
Yeah, avoid the flaming sphere.
Mm-hmm.
you only
And
take damage if you end your turn in the flaming sphere.
Yeah, I would have
Unless you
with
get
my.
smacked by it. So you can pass it, but do not end your turn there.
the Reavers are dead, so Valkia.
Right. Do I have something that explodes?
Nice.
Something during a normal day.
I feel like they are too friendly with ice, so that would not be a good plan. Oh well. I will just try to shoot. I will try to shoot the bandit.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
I have at least a higher chance to do that now that he's so nice and shiny.
Nice and shiny.
Well, that didn't hit. 12?
That just hits.
Well,
Ooh.
3!
Okay.
And after that, I would like to move.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Alrighty. Phalanx, your turn.
Alright, first I will use my movement to move up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 10. That's 30. I will use all the movement to smack it once again into Mr. Priest.
Alrighty. So dex save from him.
Dex.
That's a 3.
And he
One,
fails
two.
once again. He will take 7 fire damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I will use my action to cast. What? How's the priest looking?
Bad.
He's looking bad. Okay, I
Mhm.
will use guiding bolt. on attacks.
Bad.
Nice.
Guiding bolt, jeez.
Range spell attack. Here we go.
Do we have that programmed for you?
Yes, you have.
Oh yeah, good. Good.
So you got the right thing. So it's spell attack. So my spell attack modifier. You've got it modified right. Can we check that? Spell attack is +5. You've got that you got that ready?
Let me check. So guiding bolt
So it should be a
plus
+5.
spell attack, and then if I go to spell attack,
Should be a +5.
yeah, it's your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom, so it automatically calculates that. So that shouldn't be a problem.
I cast it at level 1.
That misses.
Ah, god damn it. Well, that's all I can do then.
Yeah, sorry. Bounces off the shield. Alrighty. In retaliation, the priest will once again create these glowing darts in the air, and this time you can see 4 of them, and let me see. Each of them strike you, Phalanx.
God damn it.
And each
Should
of
be
them
much
will
worse.
do 4 force damage, so that will be 16 force damage to
That's
you.
heavy. Shit.
Ouch.
I do not like that. Yeah,
Who
I'm in
would?
pretty bad shape. I'm in pretty bad shape.
No worries, we will fix ya.
And he gonna run away.
Come back here, you coward!
No!
No.
No! Jacob, keep your shirt on. No!
Give it back. No.
Alright. Bayou.
Right. How did he run that far?
How? With this movement?
Oh, it is still 30 feet. It looks like more.
Yeah, because he
then
moved
go-
diagonally.
Go and chase him.
Alrighty.
You will just
20. 1 cold damage.
You will
Ooh.
very slowly smack him to death.
Oh man, that's what a
One.
shame of such a good hit roll. Oh well. Still damage.
Funny. Damage is damage.
It somehow
That's
reminds me
it's
of
not
the
a whoosh, it's more like a
Oh, a pat. Like a little
Whoosh.
pat in the back.
It reminds me of that video of like painfully slow death with a spoon.
Oh. Traumas.
So, anything you'd like to do with your action and movement?
What was it again? The extremely time-consuming murder with the, or the extremely slow murder with the extremely inefficient,
Inefficient
weapon?
weapon. Yeah,
With the
something like
spoon, wasn't it that
With
one?
a spoon. He just kept
Yeah.
punching someone with a spoon until he
Yeah.
died.
It's not gonna work. Am I gonna do that? I mean, I can have my tentacle chase him 2 more rounds. And he will. Wait, let me actually check something. I want to see how much of my tentacle I have to be able to see before I lose. Doesn't say anything about it going outside of my vision,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm assuming it's not a factor then. Then I'm gonna. I can't end my turn there, right? Connor?
You can, but you will take fire damage.
Yeah. No.
There will be fine.
And I will scimitar this dude.
Okay, go for it.
Why not?
With advantage. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, how would you like to kill this guy?
Then I'm just gonna stab it up to his skull.
Up into his skull,
Honestly.
nice. Could do
The
like a
blood-
Colombian necktie.
Let me wait. Sorry. I have to ban someone from Twitch. Block.
Oh yes, thank you very much. Get the spammer out of here.
Why didn't that work? I'll check it out. No, we need to wait for that. That was my turn though.
Alright. So, Bandit be dead. Let me remove you then. Which will bring us to Wilden. Only the priests left.
Only the priest. Okay. I will use my 25 feet and hit him with a crossbow again.
Mm-hmm.
Bam!
Oof!
Nice.
What's the range on that? I think you could pretty much make that.
80
but,
feet. It's also magic damage every time because it is a magic weapon.
Right. I was
Immediately 80 feet.
I was about to cast Expeditious Retreat on his turn, but yeah, you kill him. You
Yeah.
straight up send a magical bolt right into the base of his skull as he tries to leave the scene. Did it.
Very
I
nice.
did it.
Okay. So, I can instantly test out my new XP calculator. Bam!
Be so proud of it. Can everyone just say
Yes,
good
I
job
am.
for a second? 'Cause he's really
Good
really
job. Good job.
Thank you very
Good job.
much.
Nice work,
This,
DM.
this went very smoothly. Surprisingly smoothly.
scarily smoothly.
There's another bot in chat, by the way.
I'll get to that.
Alright, so 194 XP for you guys.
So close.
Eh,
Getting
no,
closer.
it's not yet that close. We're gonna hang in there for a bit.
Right, let me add that to my character.
What valuables do we see in their encampment?
I loot them. I loot all of them.
Excellent question. Okay.
Nice work, guys.
Hell yeah.
As the combat ends, you hear Phalanx call out, "I did warn you. I was right, wasn't I?"
Have they answered you back, Phalanx?
No, they may answer us from hell.
Yeah, Lysander isn't that powerful that he can talk back to you.
Yeah, I know. And he puts his hands in the air and says, "Praise the sun." I missed the barfing sound from Bayou.
It was very faint, very soft.
Um,
Bwah!
I
Okay.
knew the priest and everyone else. I warned you.
But the burning question is, did we find loot?
Yeah, you did find some loot.
Loot!
The bandits didn't appear to have much, and most of the valuables seem to have been left in a chest in the middle of the camp, which will be exactly that. So 11 electrum pieces and 18 copper.
So before for each with 2 left over for the copper pieces.
Mhm.
And then the 11 electrum is gonna be fish to divide. But honestly, I don't mind taking it.
So you're in this abandoned encampment now.
I suggest we grab the stuff we can and keep on moving. No need to diddle daddle here.
Yeah.
There was nothing on the priest either, by the way. No like gemstones and stuff that we keep finding or anything like that.
No,
There
no
seems to be a
gemstones.
theme.
As we are looking through stuff, I would like to go to Phalanx and put a hand on his shoulder and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, sure.
Well, it's not that holy, you know,
Mhm.
fairy twinkly light happening around his head or something.
Very twinkly.
So
I will also cast Mending on Vic Rattlehead till he becomes
here,
fully
have 5
healed.
hit points.
Hey, 5 healing.
You heard me, DM?
Yeah, mending till
yeah,
he's
that's
full.
a
Yeah,
cantrip. Yeah, till he's full.
nice. It's a good thing that's cantrip.
Yep.
Just put you all back on the region map.
Cool. So I think we are going to continue our journey to Beliard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So as far as the money goes, all of you get 3 electrum pieces. And then 2 get 5 copper and 2 get 4.
I'll take the 4 copper.
I'll do that as well.
divvy it up between the crew.
Okay, so we all get.
You
So
get 5
Valky and I
copper
get 5 copper,
and what did
4
I say?
electrum,
3 electrum.
3 electrum.
3 electrum.
Yeah.
Yep, added it.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So, would you like to push ahead then towards Beliard? It is now
think that would
about
be smart.
noon.
Yes,
I
please.
guess so,
Let's,
yes.
let's
Yeah.
move on up. Move on up.
All right. Let me see where you can get. So, when you get to about there, Volkia and Phalanx. Your travel passes by quite uneventfully as you press further into the hills in the direction of Beliard, northward. However, only a few miles from Beliard, you do spot a cloud of scavenger birds circling a mile or so west of the trail.
Like regular birds.
Yeah, not
Okay.
like huge
Yeah, not
vultures.
the. Yes, that's what I was aiming for. Yeah. I turn to the rest of the party and say, and I point out at the birds and say, "It seems that something is probably there."
Hmm.
Probably something dead.
Yes. And
Want to
it,
loot it?
well, we should definitely
That is a
find out
very
if it
pirate
is.
thing to say. I did not expect anything less from you.
We should at least find out if it isn't related to the missing delegation.
Missing delegation,
That's a
or
good
maybe
point.
maybe that cattle.
Or that, yes.
I think it's worth it to check it out.
Yeah. And
Certainly.
if the rest agrees, I would like to lead them towards where the birds seem to be circling
Mhm.
off the path.
Surely.
All
Well, let's
right.
bring Gunther, Charles. Please deviate us
Come
off
on,
the
boy.
move.
Come on.
Yeah, it's
Come
not
on, love.
it's not too hard. It's just like yeah, it's not too rocky terrain. You can just push your cart on over there.
Ooh.
Push through the hills. So in a small dell a mile off the road, you find the remains of what seems to have been the site of a battle. You can see a dozen dead soldiers lying on the ground who are dressed in black surcoats bearing the emblem of a red axe. And most who appear to have died from battle injuries, although some lie in small craters or jumbles of broken rock. You can see some abandoned, looted wagons nearby with a couple of broken trunks on the ground. And on a nearby hillside, you can see two rock cairns, one large and one small, that are just kind of sitting there. Two piles of rocks.
First, I'd like to the first dead soldier that comes up. I'd like to examine him.
Mm-hmm.
See
Is there
what.
anyone? I'm sorry.
Is there anything unusual I noticed beside the battle wound?
Hang on a little bit. Okay. Anything unusual you notice about the body, you said?
Yeah.
Let me think. Can you make me a... Are you proficient with Arcana, by the way?
I am not proficient with Arcana.
I am.
I am.
Okay. Well, it all just largely depends on what you're doing. You do not see anything weird. It seems to be... this body seems to be, dead from battle wounds. Nothing
These
in
are-
particular.
I would be trying to loot these guys. Would that be appropriate for me to make an Arcana check? Even though they seem kind of looted already.
They are dead soldiers from Mirabar, by the way. The red axe symbol. It's
Mirabar.
I
it
was
is
going
their
to ask
symbol.
exactly that.
Yeah. The Wilden recognizes them as being from Mirabar.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But
I do try and examine the wounds as well if I can glean anything.
mhm. Just looking over the bodies, you do not see anything in particular. But those proficient in Arcana can make Arcana checks if they wish.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey,
Nice.
nice. All right. Um, you you see that maybe there was magic involved in this battle, but you're not quite sure.
I want to cast detect magic.
All right. You do not see any magic around currently.
Okay.
How tall are the stones that are piled up? The two piles.
So yeah, on a small hillside nearby, there's like one larger rock cairn and one smaller. So just like these piles of rocks, but they, they don't look like,
Natural.
yeah, don't look natural.
There's no kids' paws under them this time.
I mean, you can remove the rocks if you want to check.
I want to move a few.
Which one? The smaller one, the smaller cairn,
Let's start
or
with the smaller one.
yeah? Takes doesn't take too long because this one is quite small. Like 5 minutes, and you can get the proper reading of what's in this cairn. You can see the body of a human woman who seems to be wearing monk's robes, and she has a strange golden mask, which is shaped like a snarling gargoyle face.
Okay. I will tell the rest what's going on, and if they don't want to do anything, I will place the rocks back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if anyone wants to do anything with it, but
Does the golden mask mean anything to any sort of organization or?
have I seen it before?
None of you have actually seen it before.
Hmm.
I can make a rule for it, but it's just impossible.
Yeah.
So that would be useless.
Okay.
Someone took the time to bury this woman after the battle. It seems.
It's polite.
Well, the question
Right, but
is
they didn't
if,
care about
if
the
she was.
soldiers.
Well, the question is if she was on the side of those who lost the battle or on the side of those who won.
Right.
Quite a good point.
Because it seems to me that very unlikely that they would bury someone they just murdered.
Right.
That was someone that didn't want to have to come back to life, or someone that they wanted to keep trapped.
That is
heavy rocks are a
possible.
good thing to keep you down if you.
What do you think's in the big pile?
I don't know if I want to know what's in the big pile.
I honestly do want to know.
Well then, let's check it
I
out.
do as well.
I'm
Okay.
checking it out.
Oh yeah.
So with the 4 of you, it actually takes you a good 10 to 15 minutes to actually unload sufficient amount of stones to see what's inside of here, and you can see the bodies of what seem to be 5 dead bugbears, and they are dressed in black leather armor, with which bears a symbol you have seen before. This one.
Petition to bury it back. Maybe.
You'll just start burying it
Guys,
again.
remind me what that was it the Black Earth symbol?
Yeah, that was the Black Earth error.
So we got some dead Black Earth dudes. We got some dead Mirabar dudes. We got an unknown woman. What the hell's going on?
Really
could be-
scared
Well,
that they're not going to be dead forever, guys.
She could probably be a priestess of the Black Earth, and
Exactly my point.
this might have been
This-
the abduction site of the delegation.
This very much seems like the buried ones were on the side of Black Earth, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could take
Why
the
would
mask?
they be buried? They of
Either-
all people. Why would they be buried and not
Part of ceremony.
Yes.
Maybe for the Black Earth crew.
Yes, maybe for them it is important that you return something after you die. So maybe these
Well-
two were murdered during the kidnapping, so they buried them.
Maybe. I mean, Black Earth is a religion after all.
Exactly.
That's true.
Have I mentioned that I don't like religions?
No, you totally
No,
haven't.
really?
Fucking God.
Do we
I
maybe
suggest we
want to
make
take
them-
the mask? If it is indeed part of the Black Earth, it might give us passage at some point, should we need it.
Yeah, the masks don't look like what the followers in Red Larch were wearing.
No, it's a
No,
different
no, no.
mask.
Exactly.
Hmm.
But
Mm.
they did bury it, so chances are it is friendly to them in some way.
Possibly take it as evidence.
We could take it and keep it with
Close.
us, and we could find out what these masks mean. If it does indeed would help us with, you know,
I cut
with
a
the disguise,
patch.
we could use it.
I
Mhm.
cut the symbol off the leather of one of the bugbears to bring with us.
Okay.
Okay.
So the Black Earth symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
And I can grab the mask and stuff it into my bag.
Okay. What else would you like to do at this battle site?
Unfortunately, I do not have the spell ceremony. That sucks.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can't really do much more.
Yeah, I could have prevented them becoming undead for the time being, but I can't. So
I walk back.
I
to
think
the
we've
car, I
gathered
guess.
everything here, right?
If now we know where the spout is, we can find it again.
Yeah,
Let's
true.
let's mark it on the map, and let's move up to Belyard.
Sounds like a good idea.
So can we put a marker on the map
Any
again?
other trails that lead off?
Guys,
from
I have just
this-
found the trails. Literally, as you asked that. There are tracks leading away from where we are right now.
Nice.
I point
Ooh,
to
let's
them
follow
and
them.
yeah, let's follow them.
Okay.
Doesn't
Quietly,
sound like a
if we
bad
can.
idea at all.
So, following these tracks for a little bit, you see that they lead in the direction of the river.
Mm-hmm.
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 Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Always with
Ominous.
the river.
then let's walk towards the river.
Okay.
Stealthily, guys. Quietly.
Oh, actually, good point with the stealthily. I shall cast Pass Without Trace
Okay.
on all of us, which means that for the duration, each creature I choose within 30 feet of me, including
Mhm.
me, has a +10 bonus to Dexterity Stealth
Nice.
checks and can be tracked except by magical means.
Awesome.
And we leave no tracks or other traces of our passage.
I don't think you have a +11 button. For the map.
I
Yeah.
don't think you have +13.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'll just roll 10 and tell you what it actually is.
Yeah, sure.
There's
And
a
it is a
28.
concentration and up to 1 hour. Just
Mhm.
saying.
28.
Stealth. I have disadvantage, so I roll twice,
Mm-hmm.
and add this one. See, where is it?
+10 is insane though. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, I know.
14.
Ooh,
Where do I...
Vic Rattlehead does not have disadvantage.
Okay, so
his plates are sufficiently
Yeah.
attached.
I will do my normal roll and then +10 what I roll
Mhm.
Oh, I've done.
for me.
Nice.
Ooh,
27 for Vic.
Ooh,
Nice,
nice. I need to think about that for next time. Get some higher program buttons exposed.
No, please. I already have so many modifiers.
It's the stealth.
or
we'll think of
if
something.
there's any way how to
Guys?
have just like manual addition to like +X, you know.
because they are so rare that it makes it easier to just have an input
What'd you
field
say,
the way
Phalanx?
it is for the spell.
Yeah.
It was a dex check, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stealth.
You
Yeah.
can always use, now that I think about it, /R 1d20 plus whatever, plus 13.
Mhm.
Can Vic carry Wilden?
Yeah, he can carry me.
Sure.
I mean, yes, if you rattle,
I'm
you
a
know.
small creature. He can
Mhm.
definitely carry me. I can ride his back.
Onwards.
Almost noble steed. Nice.
So, moving as stealthily as you can towards the riverbank, you see that the tracks stop at the river. But what Valkia and Phalanx see is that there are some larger like grooves, scuff marks in the sand on the riverbank.
As if there was a ship or boats that were pushed to the water.
Yeah, there's 3 of these larger
So smaller
grooves.
boats. Maybe rowboat
Could
or
be.
something.
What you also see is that 3 large, menacing-looking creatures are currently in the process of what seems to be catching fish. They look like this.
Jesus Christ.
And there's 3 of them.
And they have not yet noticed us, right?
I want their trident.
It's a
I need
harpoon.
one.
It seems to be a harpoon, actually.
Even better. Honestly, I don't care.
Oh, they're pretty mean looking.
They have not noticed you, no.
Guys, shoot them.
Do we want to stay or do we want to go?
Should I stay or should I go?
Can I introduce myself? Can I just walk up and be nice?
If
Are
you
you
do,
allowing me to just walk up and be nice?
if you do not point to the direction of all of us, so that at least they don't see us.
So I have permission?
So, let me just reveal them for you on the hub.
That sounds
Oh
big.
God, they are big.
Yep. They are considered large, so let me try and also draw the water line.
Do they seem like they're frustrated or angry or willing to crush my skull? Anything like that? Maybe?
Make an insight check, if you
Yeah, I
please.
thought so.
They don't look like nice
Ooh.
beings.
And because they are water creatures, doesn't she have like advantage or something?
No.
Well, at least
I
try.
have wait. I have with anything with swimming.
You can
I mean,
telepathically.
Yeah, you could talk
Speak to
with
them.
them telepathically
Okay, I'm gonna
without
take
them seeing you.
I'm gonna take a little bit to the side in case they do any effort. to find
So,
us.
you are. I will say that you're currently like in the bushes, approaching the riverside.
Mhm.
So, are you
The
still?
blue line is the water, or the blue line is the.
The blue line is the water line, yeah.
Okay. I'm still gonna keep myself in the bushes. I just want to take a
Okay.
little bit away in case they somehow attack me or whatever. And I want to put like a can they talk back to me with telepathy? Do I know that?
Does it specify in the description of your
Let me
ability?
check. It just says telepathy. Let me check that. That's not a warlock trait, that's a genasi trait. Why can't I type? Traits. Water genasi. can't find it real quick. Mm. Doesn't seem to say here. I can't find it.
Okay.
I should. Is it a Genasi thing or is it my pack thing?
It is a warlock thing.
Ah, okay. I was looking at my Genasi traits. I thought it was from that. Let me look at the water traits.
Actually, what if I just, there. There's a river. No, it looks terrible. Just kidding.
It doesn't say. I genuinely can't find it.
If it doesn't specify that they can't respond, then
No, but I
then it's a
can't
no.
find the thing itself. I can't find where it says that I have it. I can see it on my character sheet, but it just says telepathy. It doesn't even say the part where it's only with.
Okay, so well, you can telepathically, converse with these creatures, but they cannot. They themselves do not have telepathy.
Okay, then.
So in that regard, they cannot respond.
Then in common, I'm just gonna say to them. I was gonna say to them, "What do you think you're doing here?" At the most intimidating way I can.
Actually,
hmm?
it is written for the Scion of the Deep. The creature you can understand you and can respond telepathically.
Aha, okay.
Okay.
Because most of the telepathic things that do give the other creature ability to answer you as well.
Okay.
Dope. Thank you.
So which one are you directing this at? Okay, sure.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Nice. So you can see it just looking up quickly, and it's gonna look around to see what the source of this noise is, and looks around across the bushes at the water line, and then it goes back to what it was doing.
I'm gonna say to him, "Answer me, mortal."
Just keeps on doing what it's doing.
I don't grunt over telepathy, by the way. Just to be clear about that. No.
Telepathic frustration.
I'm gonna say to it, "How dare you deny my presence?"
Still no response.
Fuck! I don't know what to do. Nice. That. I'm just gonna go back to my party.
Okay.
Boop, boop. We'll just whisper to them that they seem quite unfazed by at least being talked to them in a disembodied voice. Seems to not really do anything to them, so they seem quite sure of them.
Well, they seem to be just fishing. They might not have anything to do with the group that we're looking for, but that doesn't make them less dangerous.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think we should just possibly avoid these creatures. Are they in boats or are they just kind of floating in the
No,
water?
they're swimming.
Okay.
They have no reason to be in boats.
No, I know. I was curious for a moment here.
No, they have like a little straw hat on, and they have fishing poles.
Yeah.
Just kind of
I'm having
having a nice afternoon.
I'm kind of curious about these guys, though. They seem interesting to me.
Presence known by you, by all means, stop you, but I don't think it's.
I hate it when
Are there any other
route isn't
creatures
the
around?
best route. I guess you're right. But... Damn it.
Maybe you should ask them if they've seen any bugbears wearing a strange symbol. They'll be happy to answer you. They were so happy to talk to you before.
Yeah, they seemed very, very fond of me. Honestly. Yeah, Bayou is just gonna take a few steps out, walk out
Oh,
of the line. And he's gonna say hi. He's gonna say, is it afternoon?
It is late afternoon even. Yeah.
Oh boy. I'm gonna say, afternoon? How are you lot doing?
They
no.
In the dark
instantly look up and turn around at you, and they all start hissing at you.
Mm.
Yeah, come back. Fine, come back.
And one of
I'm
them,
gonna cast, wait, sorry. Okay.
I said, one of them reaches for his harpoon.
No. But I'm just gonna take two steps back, and I'm gonna. Does it sound like the hissing was like a language, or is it just them being aggressive?
It's them being aggressive.
No, but I was just gonna say two steps back.
Does an
No
18
need.
does an 18 hit you?
Oh shit.
no.
It does.
That's 11 piercing damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Run!
I will leave you guys alone then. Thank you so much.
And
for
I
the
also need you to make a strength saving throw. Oh no, a strength check. I'm sorry.
13.
Okay. And now I will roll for strength.
No.
I rolled a 12.
Oh God!
Oh
Nice meeting you, and I'm gonna retreat. I'm just gonna walk back, and I'm just gonna tell them, no, let's go. We're going. We're leaving.
Okay. Are you all running?
Yeah.
They're not friendly. They're not friendly.
Yeah. After seeing semi-profoundly bleeding Bayou, I definitely go after her.
Okay. Because otherwise
think
it's going to be
They
initiative.
need our help. I don't
No,
need.
yeah,
I don't
we're
think they need
going.
our help. It's fine. Let's go. They seem kind of friendly. Let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, your running speed on land is much higher than theirs, so it's, I'm not gonna roll initiative for that. That doesn't make any sense. So,
Let's go. Let's go. Not friendly.
so yeah, you run away
Very mean.
out of their sight.
Yeah.
Someone needs to really tell me what my friend says is too much, guys. It's all on you. Why didn't you stop me?
Wow.
Because you're a
Thank you.
stubborn person.
So just like take a swig of her mead and it just goes, God damn it. We're hoping they were friendly. Sons of bitches.
Yeah, I didn't get a friendly impression by them, by the look of them.
No, it didn't really, did it? Peculiar folk though. Still kinda interested and I'm not going back. I'm good.
You do have like a big ass harpoon gash in your leg.
Yeah, where did the harpoon go?
It,
Into your leg.
it did actually get dislodged from your leg. It wasn't actually enough to pull you straight towards it. Lucky for you.
Fuck. But they have the harpoon back, right? That's
Yeah,
Okay.
they would
Because I
have
want to say,
torn
that was
you
even
apart.
remotely near me, even if it made my speed slower, I wouldn't grab it.
Mhm.
But no. She's immediately gonna pour out part of her water skin onto the floor and just look at it and just go, why?
Oh God!
Why?
Can I
Mm,
go and hug her?
yeah, sure.
I
She
do
looks
cast
like
Cure
she
Wounds
needs
on her.
it.
Excuse me?
I cast Cure
Oh,
Wounds
okay.
on Bayou.
Thank you.
Shoot cure wounds at Bayou from your crossbow.
Yeah.
They did a bad.
She
Ouch.
looks like she's having a mild existential crisis.
7 points.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kidding. But yeah, she's just staring into water, going. God damn it!
You
There were
don't see
even blue
anything.
folk. How dare they? But yeah.
I guess we head back to the cart.
So yeah, the only thing you discover on the bank of the Sarin River is, as I said, the grooves in the sand.
So it seems that whoever left there got into boats and went either north or south, or well, either up or down on the
The
river.
grooves don't look like they were made by those guys because they don't seem like they would do very well on land.
Maybe no, actually, you could see that from there. You could see that their tails are really too slender to make such an impression upon the sand.
Okay. I mean, I still don't think that boats are our only options, but they could very well be. Then
Yeah, they might have taken them
I
to.
don't want to go and ask.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm good.
Excuse me, did you happen to see 3 boats going around? Did you eat them, perhaps?
Chuck.
I will die.
So
No.
you head back to like the battle sites and eventually the path.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is pushing nighttime at this point as you go back to the path.
Should set up camp at some point. I don't want it to be near these things.
Agreed. I don't want to be anywhere near those folk.
No, but also not really near these stone piles.
So
I
we
don't
should
really-
push a little bit further ahead and then make some camp.
Take a little nap? Yes, please.
So how far are you traveling then? Like a mile out?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Right about there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So then you should get to Belliard pretty early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
You get my health back, please.
you
Okay,
set up
okay.
camp, and can you the ones who are keeping watch? Who's keeping watch?
Vic Rattlehead always.
Okay.
Watch.
Probably also Phalanx always.
Seems like it.
Phalanx.
So perception.
Did we lose Phalanx?
Don't know.
Did you say anything in chat? No. Phalanx? We cannot hear you, buddy.
Oh god, that's awful.
You tried. A for effort.
Phalanx.
I haven't heard anything about a tender in a while.
Nice.
Maybe if we yell Radiance of
No, I'm not doing that again.
I can just roll for him for now.
makes sense. I mean,
So he has a plus
does he at
5.
least hear us, or is it just that we don't hear him? Oh, okay. Okay, he can hear us.
Oh. Yeah, we can't actually hear you, my dude.
Yeah.
And
But he can hear
Yeah,
us.
there you go.
Welcome.
Can you roll perception, please, Phalanx?
Yes, I can do that.
Nice.
Yeah, no problem.
Ooh, Nice.
Noise.
So, while the others sleep, you and Vic Rattlehead keep watch. And in the very, very early hours of the day, you can make out the silhouette of a man, and he's pulling like some larger animals with him. Seems to be like 2 or 3 cows who are with him. And he's heading north along the path.
Is he not approaching?
I don't know. Are you set up near the path or no?
I'm set up to watch the path.
Okay. So if you don't have a fire burning, then he will probably not see you.
Yeah, I think the fire should have burned out
Mm-hmm.
in the meantime, so... Yeah, as he's not approaching, I will stay in sentry mode and not do anything.
Alrighty. He just walks past and seems to be making his way to Belliard, to the north. What do you want to do? Just wait until it's morning then?
If there's nothing... the man just keeps walking, I will not abandon the team, so yeah, I will just stay in sentry mode and nothing's happening.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, with the night coming to a close, and eventually safe from this gentleman passing by, you awaken having had a full night's sleep. So, healing back to full for those who need it.
At least.
And we will pick up on your adventures in Belliard next time.
Nice. Dope, dope.
Yes, we survived the fish monster.
Yes, you.
God.
If you would have failed that save,
Oh my
That
god,
strength
my
check.
Yeah, it would've
assistant.
been-
that would have been
There
so bad.
I would have not survived that. My
All right,
connection is
so
broken.
next game will be on April 8th, if the fates allow. And we shall see you all there. Twitch, be there or be square.
Yeah.
Bye bye, Twitch. See you next
Yeah.
time.
Fingers coming.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.